Good afternoon, everyone. This is today, November the 6th, 2025. We will open today's hearing, the Illinois Board of Review. This portion of the hearing will be to hear from the City of Philadelphia Law Department regarding matters that have been resolved that are non-contested. So if there's someone from the city who can come forward and give us a list of those matters that are non-contested. Uncontested.
Good afternoon, members of the board. Jim Kelly, Kelly, on behalf of the city.
Good afternoon, Mr. Kelly. What do you have for us?
Starting with number 1, 2024-3157, 2350 Turner Street, Alexei Ulitsko. That's an agreement for a city affirm $1,000 fine.
Okay, city affirm $1,000 fine. Okay, thank you.
Number 3, 2024-4.
Just 1 moment. According to our record, number 1 was represented by David Orphanides. Is anyone present from the Orphanides firm? Just wanted to know in case.
I'm not sure.
Okay.
Good afternoon, members of the board. Kristen Patchell on behalf of the city. Mr. Orphanides did remove his representation.
Oh, he did? Oh, okay. Thank you. All right, let's continue.
Next is number 3, 2024-4222, 2520-28. Oh, I'm sorry. You know what? That's an attorney needed case, but I'll read that later. Excuse me. Number 4, 2024-4230, 3028 Titan Street, Maya's Couch 1031 KH LLC. That's an agreement for a city affirm $1,000 fine.
Thank you.
Number 5, 2024-4364, 6247-49 North 15th Street, Rodney Hawthorne. That is appellant's continuance request unopposed by the city.
That's the second listing. What's this? You have any idea what's happening?
I
here?
do not.
I'm here.
Okay, just for a moment.
Good afternoon, board members. Sean Loeb for the city. I have spoken to Mr. Hawthorne, who is on the call, and these violations, from my understanding, have all been corrected, but an interior inspection is needed to confirm that they've been complied. Mr. Hawthorne was waiting for a tenant to vacate the premises, and they were not going to allow anyone in to inspect until they were out. So the city let him know that we did not oppose continuing this matter one more time.
Okay, is Mr. Hawthorne present? I think I heard a voice.
Yes, sir. I'm present. And the tenant moved out last night, and I'll be in there first thing in the morning to put the outlet down, and everything will be resolved.
Oh, okay. Mr. Hawthorne, are you participating via telephone?
Excuse me?
Are you participating via telephone?
Yes, sir.
Okay. It'd be helpful in the future to make sure that you have audio as well as video so that we can see your face.
Okay, I'm new with it, but I'll make sure, and hopefully I won't be in this situation. The tenant has moved.
Okay, so for the record for today, we will note that matter as being continued, and it'll be noted as must be heard going forward.
Sounds good.
Thank
Thanks.
you.
Thank you. Am I okay to leave?
Yes, sir. You're free to leave.
All right, thank you. Have a good day, and thank you, attorney.
Yep.
Next is number 6, 2024-4432, 3521-23 Germantown Ave, Muhammad Islam DBA Dollar Plus Store. That's been withdrawn by the appellant.
Thank you.
Number 8, 2024-4514, 1621 South 6th Street, Dennis Frederick. That's an agreement for a city affirm and a 30-day stay of enforcement.
30-day stay. Thank you.
Number 9, 2025-230, 6610 Hollis Street, Rodney Blango, DBA B&B Realty Group LLC. That is appellant's continuance request unopposed by the city.
Okay, thank you. But no, let's continue.
Number 11, 2025.
Mr. Kelly, does the appellant know that if it comes back, they need to have an attorney?
I'm not sure.
It's noted as an LLC, so I see Mr. Logue
Mr. Logue, you can use this table here.
Good afternoon, board members. Sean Loeb for the city. I actually didn't get to update my colleague because there had been a change in status for this case. This matter is actually moot. The violations were complied.
Oh, okay. So we're noted as moot then. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Next is number 11, 2025-238, 2661 Willits Road, AP Welsh Limited. That's moot.
Moot, thank you.
Number 12, 2025-254, 2548 Jasper Street. That's moot.
Moot.
Number 13, 2025-264, 453 West Abbotsford Road, or excuse me, Avenue, Timothy and Linda Chapin, withdrawn by the appellant.
Thank you.
Number 14, 2025-281, 9888 Very Road, Allen Dong, moot complied.
Thank you.
Number 16, 2025-287, 1600 McPherson Street, Willie Green, moot complied.
Thank you.
Number 17, 2025-312. Excuse me, that's a attorney case. I'll skip down to number 19, 2025-323, 5133 Warren Street, Ethel Peterson, moot complied.
Thank you.
Number 20,
Just one moment. Ethel Peterson, are you present? Okay, please understand it, and when it's referenced as moot complied, the matter has been resolved, so you're free to go. Okay, let's continue.
next is number 2025-324, 5135 Warren Street, Benjamin Peterson, moot complied.
Thank you.
Number 21, 2025-325, 420 Lyceum Ave, Alyssa Strugatz, moot complied.
Thank you.
Number 22, 2025-329, 1710 South 10th Street, Lillian DeTomo, withdrawn by the appellant.
Thank you.
Number 23, 2025-331, 5401 Euclid Street, Alexandria Biggs, moot complied.
Thank you.
Number 24, 2025-339, 4539 North 18th Street, Sheila Presbury, moot.
Thank you.
I don't understand what.
Oh, okay.
So
just
I can
one
talk
moment.
to her after I'm done.
Yeah,
reading.
he'll talk to you afterwards, okay? But
Okay.
essentially, you're done for the day. It's resolved.
But will I get paperwork?
Okay,
because-
wait, ma'am. You can't speak from the floor. Okay, you can't speak from the floor. He will tell you all that once he's done, okay?
Number 26, 2025-461, 1220 West Luzerne Street, Dwareward Beal. It's an agreement for a city affirm 60-day stay of enforcement.
Okay, just one moment. I think I needed this come up more than once. I didn't expect it to have as many questions during these non-contested matters, but I just want to say generally, everyone who's in the room or online, that if your case is noted as moot or moot complied, that means it's resolved. So you're free to leave. There's no additional requirement for you today. So just be aware of that. If you need information as to what that means, the subtle difference between the two, call the administrator's office, or if you're in the room today, you can speak to the attorney who's representing the city's case for you, and they can talk to you offline. So we have a long list of cases to get through, and we want to hear from everyone, and we want to give everyone an opportunity to represent their case. So we just need you to, not just the people in the room, but in general, just be aware that there's a way to get that information if you need it, okay? Thank you very much. Let's continue.
Next is number 27, 2025-478, 2133 North 8th Street, Nadia Bilinska, DBA Rania Investment LLC. That's moot.
Moot. It isn't resolved, it's withdrawn as moot.
Oh, it was? Okay, then withdrawn by the appellant. Either is
Oh, okay.
fine.
All right, thank you.
Number 28, 2025-485, 10780 Heather Street, Jahangir Bazarov and Shukrat Adilov, I think, moot complied.
Thank you.
Number 29, 2025-486, 10780 Heather Street, Jahangir Bazarov and Shukrat Adilov. That's an agreement for a city of firm $150 fine.
Thank you.
Number
Should we find
31,
out if Mr. Stern is
20
here?
Oh, there's legal counsel representing those two appellants, those matters. Is the attorney present, Douglas Stern? Okay, apparently not. Okay, all right, thank you. Let's proceed.
Number 31, 2025-493, 6249 Haverford Avenue, Faseha. That's an agreement for a city of firm and a 9-month stay of enforcement.
Thank you.
Number 32, 2025-504, 4252 Lancaster Avenue, Diane Hanna. That's an appellant's continuance request, no objection from the city.
Okay, that matters continue.
Number 33, 2025-509, 5720 Chew Avenue, Sherry Bird, moot.
Moot?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Number 35, 2025-526, 1325 North 18th Street, Rahul Raza, DBA Raza Dosi Properties LLC. That's been withdrawn by the appellant.
Thank you.
Number 37, 2025-696, 8R Oregon Avenue, Wekaco Properties LP. That's an agreement for a city of firm 90-day stay of enforcement.
90-day stay. Thank you.
Number 38, 2025-531, 883 North Preston Street, LG Real Estate Group LLC. That's appellant's continuance request, no objection from the city.
Thank you.
Number 39, 2025-532, 7502 Fayette Street, Carol Johnson. That's an agreement for a city of firm and a 4-month stay of enforcement.
Just one moment. 38, that matters continued, correct?
Correct.
Yeah, okay. All right, and 39?
Agreement, city of firm, 4-month stay of enforcement.
Thank you.
Number 40, 2025-546, 2919 Memphis Street, Adalia Vega. That's moot.
Thank you.
Number 41, 2025-554, 2300 Frankfurt Avenue, Nicholas Campione, Anthony Campione Jr. That's an agreement, city of firm, $500 fine.
Thank you.
Number 42, 2025-555, 3615-35 Chestnut Street, Carson Corporation, moot complied.
Thank you.
Number 44, 2025-568, 4015 Lancaster Avenue, Jeffrey Lustig, withdrawn by the appellant.
Thank you.
Number 46, 2025-572, 411 North 9th Street, Elizabeth McGowan, that's moot.
Thank you.
Number 48, 2025-585, 14 Jefferson Street, 14 E Jefferson LLC. That's appellant's continuance request, no objection from the city.
Okay, we'll note it as continued.
Number 49, 2025-606, 6372 Woodbine Avenue, Dorothy Iams. That appeal's been withdrawn.
Thank you.
Number 50, 2025-616, 7127 Upland Street, RDS Property Management LLC. That is appellant's continuance request to obtain counsel, no objection from the city.
We'll note it as continued.
Number 51, 2025-620, 920 North 67th Street, Cynthia Hill, moot. Number
Thank you.
52, 2025-621, 734 East Price Street, Pamela McClure, moot complied.
Thank you.
And finally, at least for me, number 53, 2025-777, 710-20 North Marshall Street, Metal Marshall, Inc., moot complied.
Thank you very much.
I believe some of my colleagues might have
Yes,
others.
does anyone else in the room have uncontested matter to put on the record? Anyone else in the room with uncontested matter to put on the record?
Good afternoon, members of the board. Jeffrey Cohen for the city of Philadelphia.
Afternoon?
If I can direct your attention to number 30 on today's list, Appeal HA 2025-000-489. As
Okay.
I emailed the board yesterday, we reached an agreement at the 11th hour. That agreement, which we emailed a copy to the board, is for a city affirmed with a stay of enforcement until and including November 30th of 2025. So a stay right up until the end of this month,
Until the end of November,
until the end of November.
November 30th. Okay.
And I would like to note for the record that in the agreement, it also specifies 3 of the violations in the notice were already complied. So the city affirmed only applies to the 2 remaining violations.
Okay, now, Council Vern Anastasio, is he present today?
I believe there might be Harry Cook, counsel for the appellant online, though I'm not certain if he is on the Zoom. I
Mr.
didn't
Cook, are
see-
you present? Mr. Cook, no one's responding, so we will assume that you are fairly representing the agreement. Thank you.
If not, I did email a copy to the board and CC Mr.
Okay.
Cook. We can confirm over email.
All right, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Anyone else?
Good afternoon, members of the board. Leonard F. Reuter for the city of Philadelphia.
Good afternoon.
Thank you. With regard to number 7, that is HA 2024-004469, 531 East Chelton Avenue. We have an agreement to have the matter marked city affirmed with a $750 fine.
City affirm $750 fine.
Yes,
Okay, thank you.
I believe there was. I have a question about counsel for one of them. I don't know if you want to do that now or
We'll
do that.
do that when we
do
come
that.
back.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then there is another one, number 36, HA 2025-000-527, 8R Oregon Avenue, America Real Estate Company. They are represented by Augusta O'Neill, who I believe is present. And we're just going to put it on the record that the city has withdrawn the violation, so that can be marked moot.
Okay, all right, thank you. Mr. O'Neill, are you present?
I am. Can you hear me?
I'm sorry, I'm hearing a voice.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we see you, but just something happening with our connectivity.
Right.
Okay. Were you able to? No, just one moment. Okay, Ms. O'Neill, did you hear the city's position?
I did.
Okay, thank you. Just wanted to make sure that you heard it, you understood that the matter is now moved.
I did. Thank you so much.
Okay, my apologies. I didn't see the first name there, so it's Miss O'Neill, not Mr. Okay, have a good afternoon.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Okay, anyone else in the room with a non-contested matter? If you do, please come forward.
Good afternoon, board members. Sean Loeb for the city.
Afternoon.
I'm not sure that this would qualify as uncontested, but I did just want to raise a standing issue for.
That would be a contested matter, so
contested,
we'll have to
okay.
come back to that later.
All right,
Okay, thank you.
thank you.
Anyone online from the law department with an uncontested matter? If you do, please use the raise hand symbol and we will respond to you. No one is raising a hand, therefore, we will conclude this portion of the hearing and take executive session. We will return in a few moments to hear our regular list. Thank you. Okay, I don't think Mr. Kelly's with us yet. Oh, he's back. Okay, thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. We're now back for the, this portion of our L&I Review Board hearing for today, November 6th, 2025. Before I begin, in calling our regular list, just be aware for everyone, particularly those who are joining us online. This is a formal hearing, which means that it's being recorded by a court reporter as well as the system itself. Also, you should represent yourself as if you are in the room with us. That means no reclining in your easy chair, no sleeping in your bed. Please be dressed appropriately. Gentlemen should not be wearing hats. Individuals who are in vehicles must be stopped and parked in a safe place. If you are moving, we will not hear your case. Also, anyone who is representing themselves today, if you are a corporation, meaning LLC, S Corp, any type of corporate ownership, you must be represented by legal counsel. All right, so with that, I will now hear from the law department any contested preliminary matters. If you have a contested preliminary matter, please come forward.
Good afternoon, board members. Sean Loeb for the city. I wanted to raise an issue with case number 43 on the list. It's the appeal ending in 000567, address 4219 Parish Street, appellant Keith Smith. The appeal, as the appellant name suggests, was filed by Keith Smith. I shared exhibits with the board showing that the record owner is a Carissa or Clarissa Smith. The deed is a little bit unclear, and the OPA page identifies the owner as Carissa Smith.
Okay.
That person passed away in 2013. And so while Mr. Smith may have an equitable interest sufficient to make him aggrieved by any enforcement action the city might take, as a practical matter, he's not going to be able to address the violations until he gets title to the property.
Okay, is Mr. Keith Smith present today? Is Keith Smith present today? Okay, let's confirm service for Keith Smith.
Appellants in this matter listed 107 Wayne Ave in Collingdale, PA on their appeal application. Notice of today's hearing went to that same mailing address on September 22nd, 2025.
Okay, no one's responding, so what is the city's pleasure?
Hearing no response, the city requests city affirm for failure to appear.
Okay, what time do we have?
1:11 PM.
1:11 PM. We will poll the board regarding HA 2025-000567, 4219 Parish Street, Keith Smith. This matter is dismissed for failure to appear.
Dismiss for failure to appear.
Dismiss for failure to appear.
Dismiss for failure to appear.
Dismissed for failure to appear.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. That concludes my preliminary matters.
Thank you. Anyone else with a preliminary matter?
Good afternoon. May it please the board, Leonard F. Reuter for the city of Philadelphia.
Afternoon.
We had a question regarding number 17, which is HA 2025-000312 for 6011 to 13 Market Street. It's the appellant is Home Healthcare Plus LLC. It is an LLC. We have not been contacted by any counsel. We sent out a message previously indicating that they did need counsel. The city would have no objection to continuing the case in order for them to get counsel because basically pretty much everything but two very minor things have not been complied. So.
Okay. What does the administrator's note say on this one?
It was listed as a continuance request, but as I read the email, it looks like that did come from Mr. Reuter, not
Okay.
the appellant.
So is anyone present from Home Healthcare Plus LLC? Anyone present? Mr. Reuter, what is your recommendation that we continue this matter or take?
I
different
think we
action?
can just continue it. They've actually been working towards compliance. They're very close. So they may have misunderstood the email that the city sent out
Okay.
about this. So we'll give the benefit of the doubt and just have this continued. That's fine. It should be complied.
Okay,
that
based on
point.
your recommendation, we will continue this matter.
Uh, Thank you. And I believe that actually concludes my business. May I be excused.
Okay, have a good afternoon. You excuse.
I might hang out.
Any other preliminary matters? Okay, we don't have any. That concludes our preliminary matters. Let's now go to our list and call the regular cases.
That should bring us to number 2 on today's list, HA 2024-003186 for 1913 South 6th Street, Abira and Neziah, Neziha, Abira.
Okay.
Yeah, Mr. Abira is in the room.
Oh, yes? Oh, okay, sir. If you're here, just come up and have a seat. Yes. Okay, do we have any witnesses today?
Good afternoon, members of the board. Jeffrey Cohen. The city's witness is coming up in just a moment.
Okay. All right, so let's do this. Sir, what is your name?
My name is Abera O. Osman Abera.
Okay, raise your hand, sir, to be maybe sworn in. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you give today be the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Thank you. You can place your hand down. Okay, you have a witness to be sworn?
Excuse me, Chair, this is the court reporter. I did not clearly hear the gentleman's name. Could he please repeat
Okay,
it?
sir, if you would pull the microphone even closer to you
Okay, yes.
and speak loudly so that the court reporter can hear you. Would you repeat your name again, sir?
Beg pardon?
Repeat your name.
My name is Abera, Aberra, Abera Osman Abera again. Last name and first name is the same.
Okay. All right, Mr. Kelly, did you get that?
Chair, I apologize. I did not catch the middle name.
What's the middle name?
Osman, Osman.
Osman.
N.
Thank you.
Osman.
Okay, Osman. Okay, thank you. All right, let us proceed then.
Well, let's swear in the city's witness.
Yeah, your name, sir?
My name is Inspector Jamal Tucker.
Okay, raise your right hand to be sworn. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you give today be the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
All right, thank you. Mr. Cohen, let's proceed.
Thank you. Inspector Tucker, as part of your duties for the Department of Licenses and Inspections, did you review the records for 1913 South 69th Street?
Yes.
I'm going to share on my screen the city's exhibits packet that was previously provided to the board and to the
Wait a minute, Mr. Cohen, what address did you give?
1913 South 69th Street.
No,
South 6th? Then that's my-
6.
Supposed to be 69th Street. That was an error.
One moment, let me clarify.
Yeah.
It does look like it was just incorrect. The 9 was left out.
Yeah.
So entered as 6th Street, but should be 69th Street.
Mr. Abir, what is your address?
My address.
The address that in question for today?
The address is 1913 South 69th Street.
South
69th Street.
69th Street? Okay,
Yes.
thank
And
you.
that is correct on the deed that I had pulled up previously.
Okay. All right, thank you.
It's wrong on the list.
Yeah, just that our list is incorrect, so we'll proceed with 69th Street. Thank you.
Inspector, I don't recall if you answered the question, so I'll just repeat it. Have you reviewed the records for 1913 South 69th Street?
Yes.
Going to Exhibit C1 on the second page of the city's exhibits packet. What is this photograph that I have on screen?
This is a picture of the front of the property.
And when was this picture dated?
July 11th, 2024.
And was this picture taken by an LNI inspector in the course of their ordinary duties?
Yes.
And is this the type of record that would be kept in LNI's system in the ordinary course of LNI's business?
Yes.
And going to the second page, this photograph, what is depicted in the second page or the third page's photograph?
There's a lot of trash, debris, looks like furniture piled up in the back of the property.
Is that furniture blocking the rear exit?
Yes.
Is that trash and debris in violation of the Philadelphia Code?
Yes, it is.
And moving down to page 4, what is this document that I have on screen?
That's a site violation notice.
And just for the record, the highlighting in this site violation notice is not in the original. I've added it for emphasis. Who is this site violation notice directed to?
Abera and Naziha Abera,
What is the date of the notice?
July 11th, 2024.
The same date of the photographs?
Yes.
And what's the cited violation in the notice?
The site violation is for exterior area sanitation.
And I noticed there's a photograph on the sort of lower right-hand corner of the notice. Is that the photograph of the rear or the front?
The front,
But where's the accumulation of trash located?
in the rear.
And is this the type of document L&I keeps in the ordinary course of its business?
Yes.
And is the information that goes into this document kept or entered by an L&I inspector in the ordinary course of their duties?
Yes.
The last thing that I would point out to the board, Exhibit C3 on page 6 is a copy of the appeal. It says all trash had been removed, but the appeal is dated August 1st of 2024, so after the site violation notice. And then the deed, which is C4, is a true and correct copy of the deed that I was mentioning earlier. And you can see the stamp in the upper right-hand corner of the Philadelphia Department of Records. And with that, I have no further questions for this witness. If Mr. Rivera would like to ask some questions, I can leave the exhibits on screen.
Mr. Barrett, do you have any questions for the inspector based on his testimony?
Yes, I remove all.
No,
the
no, no,
trash.
no. I'm asking, do you have any questions for him based on his testimony?
No, no question.
Okay, thank you. Anything else, Mr. Cohen?
I would just move the city's exhibits into evidence and I will stop sharing my screen.
So moved. Okay, Mr. Barrett, now is your opportunity to tell us what happened.
It's true. I mean, when I get that, first of all, I didn't get any notes from the Department of Inspection.
I'm sorry, this is the reporter. Could I ask the gentleman to speak a little louder and more clearly?
Yes, you had to speak a little bit more because your voice is so
okay,
soft. Yeah,
okay.
sorry about that.
First, I didn't get a notes before.
You didn't get notice. You're saying you didn't
No,
get any
I didn't
notice.
No, I did not.
Okay.
First of all, I'm not living there. My son lived there.
Oh, your son lives there.
Yeah. Then I didn't get a notice. The only thing just I get was the violation and the
Oh, but the violation, when did you get that?
I got it later on, just after.
Okay, you got a letter.
Yeah.
You
the
got a letter
the
and
letter.
giving you notice that
Then
there was.
I removed them. I paid $550 to remove that trash.
Okay, okay, all right, so the trash has been
Therefore,
removed.
Yeah, had been removed and I repaired that. It means I fixed it already.
Okay, all right, did you
So-
call well, okay, go
Yeah,
ahead.
I called first.
Okay, I should not have interrupted you. Continue. Anything else you want to share with us? I interrupted you, so if there's anything else that you want to share with us?
No, just, I removed them. I paid $550. Why should I pay
Okay.
the $200 or $300?
Mr. Cohen, any cross-examination?
No, I don't have any questions for Mr. Rivera, but I have a statement that I'll save for closing.
Okay. Mr. Bear, was the property at the time of this photograph, was it occupied or vacant?
Occupied by my son.
By your son?
Yeah, just
Okay.
he can go sometime there and he doesn't even, he
Okay.
lives with us in Drexel Hill.
Okay, but the point is that you live somewhere else?
Yeah.
Okay.
635 Drexel Avenue in
Okay,
Drexel Hill.
yeah, you live in Drexel Hill. But the point here is that no one should ever have trash accumulated like that on their property. it's a violation of city code,
I
correct?
agree, I agree. I mean,
Okay.
I did not say, I didn't
Now,
agree.
you received a site violation?
No.
And, oh, no, listen to me. You received a site violation, which means if you had a violation with you, it will say SVN, site violation. And a site violation is a violation based on the conditions that were in place at the time of the inspection. Okay, that means that it was that way, and you've confirmed that in fact, those conditions existed at the time of the inspection, correct? If you are appealing the fine amount associated with it, then this is not the venue to do that. I think it's the tax review board that you need to go to, but I'm looking at my counsel here. Am I accurate with that or not?
My recommendation is not to advise
Okay.
where to appeal.
Okay. This is not the venue to appeal the amount of the fine. The issue here is whether or not the violation was properly written. Did the conditions that we see in the photographs, did they exist at the time of the inspection? And what we've heard from you as well as the city's witness is that those conditions were in fact exist.
Yeah, but it has to be, let us. Already, I paid 550.
Sure, which you should have paid that anyway. They should never have gotten that way.
Just, you know, I mean.
Okay, all right.
Actually,
immediate.
Chairman Woodson.
Well, let me hear from Mr. Cohen, okay?
So Chairman Woodson, you mentioned that this was not the proper venue to appeal the amount. I actually believe it is the proper venue to
Okay.
discuss the amount that's on the site violation notice, because it
Okay.
is within the board's jurisdiction to make sure that that fine is properly supported by the code.
Yes,
The fine in this case is $300, and as the board knows from Philadelphia Code A601.1, these types of violations are $300.
okay,
That said, when the city issues eventually a statement of fines outstanding for this matter, that would be appealable to the tax review board, and it would be proper to challenge the amount on that statement if it does not match what is in the SVN.
okay,
That said, they should match, and I'm hoping that my client does make them match so that there's no discrepancy and no issue that would be appealable.
okay. And your statement is that only a discrepancy is appealable.
Well, the statement would be appealable to the tax review board.
Okay.
As an example, if there was a discrepancy, he could still appeal the statement to the tax review board
Okay.
saying that $300 is not proper for other reasons. But I think it would be obvious to this board and to anyone if the $300 statement matched the $300 on the SVN, but there's really not a lot of
Okay.
defense that can be raised.
Okay, all right. So,
And the only other statement that I wanted to make, this board already made, there is some confusion here among appellants about what the difference is between an SVN and an NOV.
yes,
And I think the board has adequately explained that. So,
Okay.
With that, the city rests.
okay, thank you. Anything else, sir, before we vote?
If I was not paying the 550, I would have been saying, okay, that's a violation, it's a violation.
But
But-
Mr. Rivera.
Yeah.
On the day that the city inspector came out to the property,
Yes,
the condition of the property is as was just shown on the screen, that there was all this debris in the backyard. Is
exactly.
that correct?
Yes,
Yes, so that condition existed on the day on July 7, when the violation called a site violation notice was issued. The city was correct you're not denying that the city wasn't correct in what it observed or the inspector observed on that day, are you?
no, I did not
Okay,
deny.
that's all I want to
but-
know.
Yeah. but
No,
I
we
did not
understand
deny.
you paid money to clean it up. We understand that.
Exactly. I
But the
cleaned up-
problem is,
Yeah.
the problem is it shouldn't have been that way in the first place.
Exactly, but no, I have to get noticed.
No,
I
you're
mean,
not,
you
no,
don't.
no,
Your-
no.
Your violation, you
Sir?
have to move it.
Sir, read the code, but what was done appropriately. You did get notice in the mail that you had a violation. That was the notice, you got it.
Yeah, but I have to remove them, right? If I remove
No, no,
them,
no, no, no.
I corrected it.
No, not for a site violation. It's the day of. Okay, let's move on. We're gonna poll the board regarding HA 2024-003186-1913 South 69th Street, Abera and Naziah Abera, city affirmed.
City affirmed.
City affirmed.
City affirmed.
City affirmed.
Okay, Mr. Abera, the unanimous vote is city affirmed, which means that you lost your appeal. Now, you may appeal our decision. If you need information as to how to appeal our decision, speak with the administrator's office. That phone number will be on the decision letter that you will receive at your home, okay? If you plan to appeal our decision. Okay, thank you very much. Your non-excuse.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, members of the
Okay.
board. Thank you.
All righty. Is that next matter?
Moving to case number 25 on today's list, HA 2025-000364 for 6019 North 13th Street, appellant Mary Johnson.
Okay, is Mary Johnson present? Mary Johnson. Oh, okay.
And good afternoon again, members of the board. Jeffrey Cohen.
Hey, good afternoon, Mr. Cohen. Ms. Johnson, please have a seat.
Johnson, I'm her granddaughter.
Oh, wait.
Ms. Johnson is deceased.
There is actually a matter that we would like to clear up first. We have
Okay.
spoken prior to the hearing.
Okay, so ma'am, what is your name?
Coretta Stewart.
Coretta Stewart?
Yes.
Okay, would you spell your first and last name, please?
CORETTA
STEW.
ART.
Thank you. Okay, Mr. Cohen, what is the preliminary matter?
Ms. Mary Johnson, as I learned this afternoon, is deceased. And Ms. Stewart is the executor of Ms. Johnson's estate.
Okay, and
So
you've confirmed that via review of the documents?
I haven't yet seen estate documents. I have seen an announcement of Ms. Johnson's passing.
What about an appointment letter by the court?
That I have not seen yet. I mean, I learned of this afternoon, so I haven't had
Okay.
time.
So do you want to continue this or to proceed today?
Actually, I'll ask Ms. Stewart, since she is here.
Yes.
We can continue, yes.
Oh, okay, I just want to make certain that the city is comfortable with the legal standing. That's why I'm raising. it.
Actually, that's one of the things I'd like to put on the record. So this involves an abatement that occurred shortly after the CLIP NOV was issued. Because it's an abatement, there is not just the component that is against Mary Johnson individually, there is a lien on the property itself.
Okay.
So a person who has an interest in the property, like the executor of an estate, or someone whose family lives at the property, would have standing to make this challenge before the board.
Okay. So the only thing that's not clear, you have not confirmed that in fact she has been formally appointed as the executor.
I haven't confirmed that, but if she is family and has an equitable interest in the property, or maybe residing at the property, I believe that would suffice for a person aggrieved by the city
Okay,
action.
all right. Ms. Johnson, Mr. One final thing. Do you reside at that address?
Yes, I do.
You do?
Yes.
Okay, all right. We'll proceed. Okay, all right. Any witnesses, Mr. Cohen?
Yes, CLIP Inspector Martin Higgins, actually, sorry, CLIP Supervisor Martin Higgins is on Zoom.
Okay.
If we could please have him turn on his camera and we will swear him in.
I think he's on. Okay, Mr. Higgins, raise your right hand to be sworn. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you give today be the truth so help you God?
Yes,
Thank you. Sir, I note that you're in a vehicle. Are you parked?
yes, I am.
Okay, thank you. All right, Mr. Cohen.
Hi, good afternoon, Supervisor Higgins. If you would please indulge me while I put up the exhibits on my screen.
Okay.
Supervisor Higgins, do you see the exhibits packet that's on screen?
Yes.
I'm currently trying to make it a little bigger. There we go. Through the course of your duties for CLIP, the Community Life Improvement Program, did you review the records for or inspect the property at 6019 North 13th Street?
Yes.
And going to the second page in the packet, which is City's Exhibit C1, what is this document that I have on screen?
That is the notice of violation in order to correct.
And again, for the record, all of the highlighting is added after the fact. It is not in the original document. And if you could tell me, Supervisor Higgins, when was the date of this notice?
The date of the notice was December 31st, 2024.
And when was the inspection that led to this notice?
It looks like that it was done on December 30th, 2024.
And I'm going to scroll down a little bit. What is the violation that's cited in this notice?
It looks like the violation is Property Maintenance Code, Chapter 15, Section 308.1, where it references exterior property and premises shall be free from any accumulation of rubbish or garbage.
And is this the type of notice that CLIP keeps in its ordinary course of business?
Yes.
And is the information that goes into this document entered by a CLIP agent or inspector through the ordinary course of their duties?
Yes.
And now scrolling down to page 4 in the packet, which is Exhibit C2, what is this photograph? What does this photograph depict?
It looks like a mattress in the rear of the property.
And is there anything on the side of the mattress?
Snow.
So in this photograph, there's an accumulation of snow on the ground and some of which is on the mattress.
Yes.
What is the date of this photograph?
It is January 21st, 2025 at 9:54 a.m.
So this wouldn't have been the initial inspection photo?
No, this would be, I believe, the re-inspection photo.
And just to clarify for the board's sake, going back up to page 2, when was the owner of the property ordered to correct the violation by?
January 13th, 2025.
But because the appeal period is 30 days, when would the appeal have needed to be filed by?
January 30th, 2025.
And does this photograph on page 4 fall between those two dates, the correction date and the appeal date?
Yes.
And is this the type of photograph that CLIP keeps in its ordinary course of business?
Yes.
And who takes photographs like this?
Inspectors and crew members.
And is that part of their ordinary duties?
Yes, it is.
And now scrolling down to pages 5 and 6. Are those also photographs kept in the ordinary course of business taken by CLIP inspectors through their ordinary duties?
Yes.
And what's the date on these photographs? And I can zoom in because it's a little difficult to tell.
It looks like January 28th, 2025 at 11:11 a.m. I'm sorry, 11:15 a.m.
And then the after photo?
January 28th, 2025, and it's 11:30 a.m.
And just quickly, what does the before and after photos depict?
The before photo depicts the mattress that was in the rear of the property. And then the after photo shows that the crews removed that mattress.
And that was January 28th. So that's 2 days before the end of the appeal period?
Yes.
And then just to mark for the board, Exhibit C4, the date on the appeal is actually received January 31st of 2025. I'm not making the argument that it's untimely, it's just 1 day, but I would like to point out to the board that it is 3 days after the abatement had already occurred. And it says no trash mattress for trash day, which I'll argue later what I think that means. And with that, the city has no further questions for Inspector or Supervisor Higgins, although I'd reserve some for cross or redirect after
Sure.
cross if necessary.
All right, ma'am. Ms. Stewart, do you have any questions for Mr. Higgins based on his testimony? No, you get closer to the microphone if you're going to say something.
Well,
Chair, excuse me, this is the court reporter. I do not believe Ms. Stewart has been sworn.
Oh, she was sworn, but no?
Just in
Okay, Ms.
case we can
Stewart?
do it again.
Okay, I'll do it again. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you give today be the truth to help you God?
yes.
All right, thank you. Thank you, everyone. I missed it. Okay. Thank you. Okay, Ms. Stewart, any questions based on his testimony?
That's the supervisor, right?
Yes, Mr. Higgins.
Okay, if you put the mattress out every week and they fail to pick it up, I have to
Well,
bring it back.
wait. Questions from him, of him,
Mhm.
based on his testimony, the things he said on the record. Any questions?
Yes, because I felt like if the mattress is behind my car on the property, it wasn't left in the driveway. It wasn't
But
blocking.
that's testimony. That's not a question.
Well, no, I don't have none for him then.
Okay. All right, anything else, Mr. Cohen?
I would just move the city's exhibits packet into evidence. I would also ask if the board can ask the appellant if the statements she made before being sworn were true and accurate, just to get that in the record.
Oh, sure. Okay. So moved. And Ms. Stewart, were your statements true and accurate before being sworn?
Mhm.
Yes, say yes or no. Yes?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Any cross-examination?
Oh, no, she hasn't given her testimony.
Okay, all right. Ms. Stewart, what will you have to share with us?
Like I was saying, if you keep putting the mattress out there for the trash to take it, they don't take it, then I put it back behind the car. It was wintertime, it was snowing. If the trash people don't come, what am I supposed to do? I'm not going to drag it back in the house. So I put it back behind the car. I figured because it was behind the car and out of the way, not blocking nobody coming up and down the driveway or anything like that, it was okay to leave out there until they decide to pick it up.
Okay. All right. Anyone else, anything else you want to share with us?
No?
Ms.
Okay.
Stewart?
Yes.
Yes.
Were you putting the mattress out to be picked up with the regular trash?
Yes, it was supposed to be properly covered, which it was. And-
Because the mattress that I saw in the picture
Mhm.
didn't have any cover on it.
That's because if you wait 3 weeks and you're dragging this mattress back and forth because the trash people are not picking it up, the cover is going to get tattered.
So you had put it out because you understood they wouldn't pick it up unless it
Absolutely.
covered.
So the day that they did pick it up, I had to actually go out there, take the mattress before I get a fine. And that's what happened.
Okay. Anyone else have any questions? Yeah.
Ms. Higgins, you say your trash wasn't picked up for 3 weeks because of the snow?
It snowed, but they were going past the mattress. I couldn't understand why they kept leaving the mattress when the mattress was covered. You can't put a mattress out unless you cover it with something. And it was covered, so I couldn't understand, like, why do you keep leaving the mattress? So the third week, when they came down the driveway, I had to go out there and tell them, listen, take this mattress before I get a fine. It's been sitting out here. You went past it 3 times. I want to know why. If it's, covered properly for you to take it.
Okay.
Did they take it then?
Yeah.
And so that vehicle that removed the mattress, was that your regular trash detail or a different detail?
Actually, that was someone else because I was walking and I caught him on another block and he circled back around and he came and picked that mattress up. So
Okay.
the original trash people were still going by. So I caught another trash truck. He came, circled up my driveway and he picked the mattress up for me.
Okay. Were you living in the house at the time?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Just one moment.
Another question for Mr. Higgins.
Yep.
Inspector Higgins, did you say that Clip picked the mattress up?
Yes, I did.
Okay, thank you.
Mr. Higgins, do you have record of a formal complaint regarding this address?
I don't have my laptop with me to be able to let you know whether or not this was the specific address that was complained about. However, when inspectors go out for complaints on a block, they don't just look at the address that was complained about. They will take stock of the entire block and issue violations where they're warranted.
Okay, I'm asking that question because the appellant's testimony to date is that she saw someone working on a different block and in fact asked them to come to her location because of her issues with getting the city regular trash team to remove it. That's why I'm asking. Okay. Ma'am, did you call the sanitation to ask them why they didn't pick up the mattress?
No, I did not.
Okay. Any cross-examination?
Nothing for the witness. Thank you.
Okay. Anyone else have any questions? If not, ma'am, any final comments you'd like to make before we vote?
Yes, regarding to Mr. Higgins, is it Higgins, his last comment? No, they don't take, accountability for everything that's out there. That's untrue. Because it was somebody's property right down the street, 2 doors from me. That's a mess.
Okay. Okay.
So she didn't get one.
Did they remove any other trash from the rear of any other property that day other than your mattress?
No, I was only concerned about my man.
No, I'm not saying whether you asked them to. I'm asking that they, on their own, remove any trash from anyone else's rear.
Whatever house they wanted to do.
Now, you aren't hearing my question. I'm asking you that the truck that removed your mattress, did they stop and remove any
no,
other trash?
No.
Okay, all right,
no.
thank you. Thank you. Mr. Cohen, any final argument?
Yes, and actually, I'm going to share on my screen the before and after photos that were previously taken by Clip. So we're talking about a period of 15 minutes on January 28th where Clip took a photo of the mattress being there and the mattress being removed. I think that pretty plainly shows that it was Clip that did the mattress removal. I think the key here is that Ms. Stewart says that the city did it, but maybe not the City Department of Sanitation. I think she flagged down a Clip truck. The Clip truck was already probably on its way to do this abatement. And then the Clip truck, through the sort of ordinary course of Clip's duties, took the before and after photos to prove that they were the ones that did the abatement.
Well, Mr. Cohen, I didn't hear Ms. Stewart say it was a Clip truck. She said she flagged down a city trash truck.
Looked like a trash truck to me.
And did they take it from behind your house or was it out? Where do they pick the trash up for your?
Right in the front.
So you took it out again to the front
Yes.
between the time of this photo and
I
whenever?
put it there. It was left. I flagged down the truck. It looked like a trash truck. He said he would help me. He came and got it. The mattress went.
Thank you.
But the mattress was in your rear at the time they picked it up?
Yes.
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 Okay. All right, thank you very much. If there's nothing else from anyone, we'll poll the board. HA 2025-000-364-6019 North 13th Street, Coretta Stewart, appeal sustained.
Appeal sustained.
Appeal sustained.
Appeal sustained. City affirmed.
Ma'am, the majority vote is appeal sustained, which means you won your appeal. Okay, all right, thank you. If there's anything, I don't think there's anything else, so have a good afternoon.
Thank you.
All the witnesses are excused.
Thank you, members of the board.
Yep. Do we have any additional matters?
Moving to number 3 on today's list, HA 2024-004-222 for 2520 through 28 South 72nd Street, Emmanuel Ekelme, Ekeleme.
Good afternoon, Amy Skiles on behalf of the city for this matter. I am virtual today.
Okay, good afternoon, Ms. Skiles. Emmanuel Ekelme, is he present?
Yes, sir.
And I apologize.
Just for a moment. I don't see a person. Oh, okay, now I see it. Okay. All right, sir. Are you the owner of this property, sir?
No, I'm not.
What is your relationship to this property?
I just rent space there.
Oh, so you are a tenant. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. All right, Ms. Skiles, why don't we do this? Why don't we let you give us a preliminary statement on what we're dealing with?
So I did attempt to raise my hand during preliminary matters. This was before the board, I believe, September or August, and it was continued for council. The appellant, it rents a part of the property, but it is a corporation, and I believe it was continued for council. I don't know if there is council present today.
Okay, let's do this. Sir, would you pronounce your last name, please?
Ekalemi.
Ekalemi? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Alrighty. Sir, were you here the previous hearing?
Yes, I was.
And at that time, you advised to secure legal counsel, correct?
Yes, I was.
Do you have legal counsel?
No, I do not.
Why not?
Because I spoke with someone from License and Inspection. The agent came and said they spoke to the owner, and the owner would come here and they would show up today. They just told me to be here, but the owner would be there to, talk to you guys. Apparently,
Okay, your first mistake, you didn't have legal counsel. So two, that's a serious mistake. Two, is the owner present? Who is the owner?
John, the property man. I mean, I talked to an agent, Jamal Tucker. He told me that he spoke to the owner, and they would be here.
Okay.
But he told
Ms.
me to be
Giles?
on the call regardless.
Okay, Ms. Giles, who was the violation written against?
It was issued to both CCF Automotive. I believe that is your company, Mr. Ekelme.
Yes, ma'am.
So it was issued to CCF Automotive, which is the appellant, and to the owner. The owner is also a corporation. However, the owner has not appealed the violation. Only Mr. Ekelme has appealed the violation.
Can I explain?
Sir, we are not going to hear any of the details of this matter because you didn't comply with our request to be represented by legal counsel. Your company, CCF Automotive, is a corporation, correct?
Yes.
Okay. All right. That's where we're stuck. We're stuck on that. And the fact that the owner didn't show up is not an issue for us. You're here and you should be here with your lawyer. Just for a moment, we're going to take a quick executive session. Just one moment. Hold on.
Can I ask a question first? Are you operating who operates the auto repair business in the property?
So I have a business there, but I wasn't in operation when the violations came. It had nothing. It wasn't even my shop. I was closed. I'm renting space there, but I was closed. I've been closed. But the other person that was
Well, all
there.
right, no, wait, that's not, that we're not into the hearing. I just
Okay, I'm
wanted
sorry.
to know, the violation was for not having a license, and that's issued to a company, an auto repair business, and your company is the auto repair business, CPX, that did have an auto repair business in this property at some
Yes.
point.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Okay. We're going to take executive session just for a moment.
Okay.
Go off the record. Okay, we're prepared to go back on the record. This is regarding 0364. No, strike that. What? Give me the correct number. Okay, this is regarding 4222 2520-28 South 72nd Street. Okay, any final argument? No, actually, before we even get there, we still have this issue of not being represented. And Ms. Ekelman, we can't hear the facts of your matter without you being represented by legal counsel. At our last hearing, we gave you that admonishment. We asked you to secure legal counsel to have that individual represent your interests. Had you done that, you may not have had to come back because given what you stated on the record, there may be some discrepancies here that may be in your favor. But we can't hear any of that because you didn't comply with our request. And so at this moment, we're prepared to proceed and render a decision in your matter. Is there anything from the city before we do that?
Nothing further from the city.
Okay. All right. Regarding HA 2024-004222, 2520-28 South 72nd Street, Emmanuel Eklemi, this matter is dismissed for failure to prosecute.
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 All right, thank you. That means, sir, that your appeal has been dismissed. Consult legal counsel to decide if you want to take additional action. You can appeal a decision of this board. If you need information as to how to do that, check with the administrator's office and someone there will explain to you what you need to do to appeal a decision of this board. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Witnesses are excused. Okay, what's our next matter?
Number 10 on today's list, HA 2025-000233 for 279 South 52nd Street, Richard Foreman Jr.
Okay. Who's representing the city?
Good afternoon, members of the board. Jim Kelly, Kelly, on behalf of the city.
Good afternoon, Mr. Kelly. Who's representing the interests of Richard Foreman Jr.?
Represent myself, sir.
Okay. Mr. Foreman, are you the sole owner of 279 South 52nd Street?
Yes, and it's also my primary residence of 56 years. I was raised here with me and my dad. We're the longest business
Okay.
on 2nd Street of Dynamite Pest Control, where I live up.
Okay, sir, that's enough. That's enough. I just wanted to know if you were the sole owner.
Okay.
I don't need any testimony at this point. But if you would raise your right hand to be sworn, do you swear or affirm the testimony you will give today be the truth to help you God?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. You can place your hand down. Okay. All right, who's the city, please?
Yes, so I just have Inspector Tucker here as the city's witness. Just to clarify, and I'll explain this later, there's 5 violations that were issued here. 2 of them have been complied, so we're only really here on the remaining 3.
Okay, so when you put the violation notices up, please note which ones remain open.
Absolutely. Will do.
Okay, all right. The inspector, your witness, if you put your name on the record, please.
Inspector Jamal Tucker.
Mr. Tucker, raise your right hand to be sworn. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you give today be the truth so help you God?
Yes.
All right, thank you very much. You can place your hand down. Okay, all right, let's begin.
Thank you. Inspector Tucker, where are you currently employed?
City of Philadelphia License and Inspections.
And what's your position at the department?
Code inspector,
And what are your primary duties and responsibilities?
answering complaints, doing re-inspections, writing cases.
In the course of those,
Excuse me, this is the reporter. Could Mr. Kelly please share the microphone with the witness? Thank you.
Yeah.
In the course of your duties, did you become familiar with the property at 279 South 52nd Street?
Yes.
And have you also had a chance to review the LNI case file for that property?
Yes.
Are those records made and kept in the regular course of LNI's business?
Yes.
All right. I'm going to ask to share my screen.
Yes, please.
Thank you. Is that
Yeah,
readable?
much better. Thank
Okay. Inspector Tucker, do you recognize this document?
Yes.
What is it?
It's a violation of notice in the order to correct.
Is this for the property at 279 South 52nd Street?
Yes.
And when was it issued?
January 14, 2025.
And to whom was it issued?
Richard Foreman. Jr.
And what violations, I'll scroll down. What violations are cited here?
Fire alarm system violations required.
Is that specifically for a mixed use building?
Yes.
Okay. And the next one?
Have a permit to have the fire alarm system installed.
Okay. Those 2 violations are still open, correct?
Yeah, yes.
What's the next violation?
Obtain and display a commercial activity license.
Is that one complied?
Yes, that's complied.
Okay, just for a moment, whose phone is that? Please turn it off. Okay, let's continue.
What's the next violation here?
Violation for exit signage above the front door.
That's a fire code violation?
Yes. it's-
Okay. And is that's still open?
Yes, that's still open.
All right. And what's the last violation?
Have portable fire extinguishers shall be installed and mounted and tagged.
Okay. And is that one complied?
Yes, it's compliant.
So just to summarize, the 2 violations for the fire alarm and the 1 violation for the exit signage, that's all that remains?
Yes.
Great.
And which matters were complied?
Fire extinguishers required
Okay.
and the
Commercial activity.
commercial
license.
activity license. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
In preparation for today's hearing, did you complete an inspection of the property?
Yes.
As part of that inspection, did you take photographs?
Yes.
Gonna scroll down. This is just for the record, Exhibit 2 on page 5 of the exhibit packet. Inspector Tucker, did you take this photograph yourself?
Yes.
And when was it taken?
Um,
You can zoom in, needed.
October 27th, 25th, 2025.
And is this building the Dynamite Pest Control and then a unit upstairs? That's the subject property?
Yes.
Let me go to the next photograph. What are we looking at here? I know it's a little blurry.
That's the commercial activity license that's on display.
And
inside the-
that complies that violation.
Yes.
What are we looking at here?
That's just the overall view of the business, the office area.
Inside the business, did you see a sprinkler system?
No, I didn't.
Did you see a fire alarm?
No,
Did you see any exit signage?
no.
So as a result, is that why those violations remain open?
Yes.
And finally, there's 2 photographs here. What is this a photograph of?
That's the fire extinguishers that he has, that's tagged and they're good.
Great. And that,
Just-
I'm sorry, you go.
No, go ahead.
That complies that violation?
Yes.
Okay. That's all of the photographs that I'll be showing. I'll stop sharing my screen for now.
Okay.
Inspector Tucker, when you were conducting your inspection, did you have an opportunity to speak with the appellant?
I did.
What, if anything, did you gather from him regarding the violations?
Well, he was under the impression that he didn't need the fire alarm system due to it being a mixed-use property of him being a resident upstairs. And I told him that I would, look into it further. And I spoke with my superiors, and it still stands that even though he's a resident, he still needs to have a fire alarm system due to it being a mixed-use property.
I'm actually going to briefly just reshare my screen. There was one
Yes.
exhibit I missed. Going to draw your attention down to page 11 of the city's exhibit packet. I'll zoom in pretty
Yes,
significantly
please.
here. Is that more or less readable?
Yes.
Okay. Inspector Tucker, is this the section that was cited for the lack of a fire alarm system?
Yes.
F1103-711?
Yes.
Can you just read that first portion?
Where a non-residential occupancy is located below a residential occupancy, a manual and automatic smoke detector fire alarm system shall be installed with smoke detectors installed throughout the non-residential occupancy. Manual fire alarm boxes installed at the exits in the non-residential area, and alarm notification appliances installed throughout the building. Smoke alarms shall be installed in the dwelling units of the residential portion of the building in accordance with section F1103.8.
And the exception that's there, does that mention anything about an owner occupied or it being specific to a mixed use building?
No.
Okay. That's all that I have on direct. I would offer
Okay.
for cross.
All right, Mr. Foreman, do you have any questions of the inspector based on his testimony?
Yes, if I'm correct, from what that was presented to me in email, and again, we've been here 56 years. I grew up in this building on 46. I'm assuming that the fire code was changed in 2018, and I was not aware of that.
Well, you have not asked the question. What is your question of the inspector? Do you have a question?
No, I don't have no question.
Oh, okay. All right. Anything else, Mr. Kelly?
I would just ask for the city's exhibits to be moved into evidence, and then I'll have everything else for closing.
Okay, so moved. Okay, sir, Mr. Foreman, anything you want to share with us regarding the violations?
Yes, first of all, the guy right there, Mr. Inspector Tucker, number
Yes.
one, did a thorough job and he came out actually inspected. This started with a Francine Griffith on December 11th of 2024. She looked through the window, my business closes in December. She's the one that wrote all the violations up. So I was not aware about no exit sign or nothing like that. As soon as I got that, I came down there on the 15th of December, of January, and made the appeal. Since then, it went all the way up to the head of LNI, Bridget, and to this matter me to even get this court date because the inspection was never, like Jamal Tucker, he did the inspection. Francine Griffin never did the inspection, and that's how the violations got started.
Okay, but sir, but let me ask you a question. Were the violations that were written, because the purview rather of this board is to determine if violations are properly written. Were the violation as noted in the citation, were they accurate?
No, as
We're
of
not, okay.
we're not accurate because nobody had access to the building. It was
Wait,
looked.
wait. I'm asking you again, doesn't matter how they determined it, but were the violations accurate?
As of December 11, 2024, no, they were not.
So you had a smoke detection in the building?
No, because we never needed one. We never failed one of
You
these.
didn't realize you needed one, okay.
And also, let me go on record for this. Our record goes back to 1960.
But you understand, sir, that history is irrelevant. The issue is whether it currently complies. That's the issue. It's for your safety as well as your neighbors. That's what the issue is. Anything else you want to share with us?
I mean, at this point, no.
Mr. Kelly, anything else?
I don't have any cross, just a brief closing.
Okay, all right. Mr. Kelly, what's your final close?
Sure. So the city's seeking a city affirm here. The code's abundantly clear. A fire alarm system is required in all mixed-use buildings, regardless of occupancy. This building is presumably open to the public, lacks a fire alarm system and exit signage. There's a residential use above. I understand that he resides there and has resided there, but Mr. Foreman could rent it out tomorrow to someone who doesn't know about this. This is a safety hazard, is absolutely still in violation, so we're seeking a city affirm.
Okay, Mr. Kelly, I'm sorry, Mr. Foreman, do you sure don't have anything else to add that would help us make a decision here?
The only thing I'm asking is if they can extend 60, 90 days, I'll get a fire alarm system in there. Mr. Tucker can come out, re-inspect, and get rid of the violation. I don't mind complying at the end of the day.
Okay, let me ask you this. What steps have you taken as of today to comply the fire alarm system?
Well, me and Mr. Tucker discussed it, and I said we would have the meeting. He said he would be on camera.
Okay.
If y'all
You
make
didn't
a
answer
decision,
my
I would get a fire alarm system.
You didn't answer my question. My question to you today is what steps have you taken as of today to secure a fire alarm system?
I've contacted a company.
And they've given you bids, or you've contacted multiple companies to determine
Yes,
what it would take?
I've gotten bids. The fire alarm system runs $5,000 for this building.
Okay, okay.
And have they told you how long it would take or before they would complete installation of the fire alarm system and the
Not at all at
exit
this
sign?
point, because honestly, I was against the fire alarm system, and I was even contacting somebody on the board to give me a variance, because you can still do that based on the age of the building. I mean, yeah, because I know somebody on the fire board.
I'm sorry, the question, and I don't think I heard an answer, is the people you've contacted, did they tell you how long it would take before they could complete installation of a fire alarm system?
No, because I was not trying to even move forward with a fire alarm system until after the hearing today. But as soon as I get off this call, I will get a fire alarm system installed. I'm not happy about it, but I'll do it.
Thank you.
Okay, anything from anyone else? Sir, how many units, residential units, are above your shop?
It's only one. We've had this forever, and it was.
Okay, understood that. Yeah, understood that. I'm just trying to, you don't understand where I'm going here. I'm trying to understand the circumstance.
Get some help. I need some help.
The fact is that you have one unit above the, above your business,
And
correct?
I'm there, yes.
And let me ask,
And also homestead exemption. I'm not going nowhere. This is it. This is it.
okay, let me ask the questions that are relevant to us. The building that's attached to your company, are there residential units above those commercial spaces?
Recently there was, because they built one next door and they renovated one next door. And there's
Okay.
2 units on one side and 3 units on another, yes.
Okay, okay. So
And
you are,
listen, hold up real quick. They have a FDC. The new building at 277 has the FDC with the water pipe and everything that you do on the corner property. And next door, they have a hardwired fire alarm system.
so that means that they're all up to date with the required fire alarm systems.
Because they were just
So-
renovated, yes.
Doesn't matter whether they're renovated or not. The issue is that all buildings, regardless of age, should comply with current systems. That means that sometimes people who own older buildings have to make improvements that they don't necessarily agree with. And in your instance, maybe they weren't even aware of.
I wasn't
until
aware.
somebody, so
Was
you're
not.
speaking over me. I'm still talking.
I'm sorry, excuse me.
The owner may not be aware of a condition until then an inspection occurs. Once that occurs, then it's to your advantage to do everything you can to comply with the requirement of the current code. It's for your safety, it's for all your neighbors' safety in the event of a catastrophe were to occur. So, okay, if there's nothing else from anyone,
So, one other question. How many days do I have to get this completed?
well, we haven't, well, that's the decision of the board. We haven't yet made a decision. We haven't voted on your case yet. That's what we're preparing to do. And that's why I was asking specific questions to determine the nature of your case. Okay? Alrighty. We'll poll the board regarding HA 2025-000233. Richard Foreman Jr. We will now call the vote. City affirmed with a 60-day stay of enforcement.
City affirmed with a 60-day stay.
City affirmed with a 60-day stay of enforcement.
City affirmed with a 60-day stay of enforcement. City affirmed with 60-day stay of enforcement.
Okay, sir, we're affirming the violation and we're giving you 60 days before any additional enforcement action occurs. So I would advise you to take advantage of those 60 days to get this corrected.
The exit sign will be up to date. As soon as I get the, I have Inspector Tucker's number and I'll contact him when the fire alarm is installed, okay?
Okay, all right, thank you. Whatever the code requires.
Happy holidays. Happy New Year.
Whatever the procedure is. Thank you very much. Have a good day. Okay, do we have any other matters?
Moving to number 15 on today's list, HA 2025-000283 for 2610 West Oxford Street, Jody Rosenbaum.
Hello.
Okay,
Afternoon
just
again,
one moment.
members of the
Just-
board.
just one moment. Yeah. Okay. All righty, let's proceed. The Jody Rosenbaum, are you present?
I am.
Okay, just one minute. I don't see your face here. Oh, now. Okay, it's a couple. Now, Ms. Rosenbaum, are you the sole owner of this property on West Oxford Street?
I'm not. Trenton Bonnie, right next to me, is the co-owner.
Okay, sir, your name?
Trenton Bonnie.
Would you spell your last name, please?
Yep. Bonney.
Okay, and the two of you reside in that location?
Yes.
We do.
Okay, all right, Ms. Rosenbaum, this is your appeal, so I assume you will be the one testifying today?
Yep, that would be fine.
Okay, raise your right hand to be sworn. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you give today be the truth so help you God?
Yes.
Okay, now I would tell you this, though, the two of you cannot be whispering back and forth to one another to come up with an answer. All answers must be solely your answer to the questions, understood?
No problem.
If Mr. Bonnie wants to put something on the record, he has to testify directly and be sworn. Okay?
Okay.
All
Can
right,
I be
thank
sworn?
you. So, okay, ma'am, this is your appeal, so you're gonna have to call him as a witness then,
Okay.
okay? All right, raise your right hand, Mr. Bonnie. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you give be the truth so help you God?
I affirm.
Thank you. So, but that also means you still cannot whisper answers into her ear. Her answers must be hers. Your answers must be yours. And you don't get to speak until you're called as a witness. You don't get to blurt answers out. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. All right, Mr. Cohen, do you have any witnesses for today?
Yes, I have Inspector Stephen Monty of L&I. And if the parties can give brief opening statements in this
Sure.
matter, I think that would be helpful.
Okay, and Mr. Monty is on the screen, I assume?
And his camera is on.
Yep. Mr. Monty, raise your right hand to be sworn, please. Do you swear affirm the testimony you give today be the truth so help you God?
Yes, I do.
All right, thank you very much. Place your hand down. Okay, let's proceed.
So this property was actually purchased in 2020 by Laris Properties LLC, a developer. Laris Properties obtained a building permit and several mechanical, electrical, and plumbing, or MEP permits that were connected to that main building permit. The problem is Laris Properties did not finalize the building permit or one of the mechanical permits. There were still issues with those permits left to be resolved, so no certificate of occupancy was ever issued. The property was then sold in 2023 in that condition to the appellant and to the person next to her, the witness. And so these problems persisted, after which in 2024, L&I issued a notice of violations for them for occupying the property without a certificate of occupancy and for the deficiencies with the then expired but now reinstated building permit.
Oh, the building permits have been reinstated?
I'll get to it with
Okay.
Inspector Monty's testimony, but yes, the
Okay.
building permit has been reinstated. The mechanical has not.
Okay. Okay, thank you. You can call your witness.
Inspector Monty, if you could please be called.
I'm here.
Inspector, have you reviewed the records for and inspected the property at 2610 West Oxford Street?
Yes, I have.
And I'm going to put the city's exhibits on share on the screen. Actually, the first exhibit, starting on page 2, is the deed. Again, the highlighting is not in the original. It's been added for emphasis.
Would you magnify that a bit, sir? Just a
Yes.
bit.
This is the 2020 deed, the purchase by Laris Properties that I was talking about. And you can see in the top right corner the stamp of the Department of Records. And now starting on page 8 in the city's packet, Inspector, what is this document that I have on screen?
This is a residential building permit,
And what was the date that this permit was issued?
February 9th, 2021.
And was this for 2610 West Oxford Street?
Yes, it was.
Who was the holder of this permit?
Laris Property LLC,
And what's the scope of this permit?
two-story rear addition and alterations throughout. Separate permits were required for the MEP work.
And just for the record, again, Laris Properties was the owner at the time that this permit was issued in 2021.
Yes,
And
sir.
is this, Inspector, is this the type of record that L&I keeps in the ordinary course of its business?
Yes, it is.
And is the information that goes into this record entered by L&I employees through the course of their ordinary duties?
Yes.
And now moving down to page 11 in the packet. Is this the mechanical permit that goes along with the building permit we just saw?
Yes, it is.
And what's its date of issue, the mechanical permit?
August 25th, 2021.
Same permit holder, Laris Properties?
That is correct, to 2610 West Oxford Street.
And if you could just summarize the scope of work, because it's a little technical.
Basically, it's for the warm air appliances and the diffusers and registered, and via duct work as well.
And I'm actually going to scroll down, if you'll excuse me for a second. Scroll down in the packet to page 16 very briefly, and then we'll hop back up. What is this document that I have on screen?
This is the Eclipse summary of permits associated with this building.
And this document, is it a printout dated November 3rd of 2025?
Yes, it is.
But is it, as of today, still an accurate reflection of the statuses of the various permits for this property?
That's correct.
And is this the type of document LNI keeps in the ordinary course of its business?
Yes,
And is the information that goes into this record collected by LNI employees through the course of their ordinary duties?
yes.
So what's the current status of the residential building permit we were looking at earlier?
It is still an issued status. It is not closed out and completed. And also the mechanical permit has been expired, not yet reissued.
Well, it looks like both the building permit and the mechanical have, under the completed date, show January 18th of 2025. Was that when both of those permits were initially marked expired?
That is correct.
And then was the building permit requested to be reissued, brought back into issued status?
Yes.
Do you know about when that happened?
I want to say March 2025.
And why was the residential building permit initially marked expired?
Because it was expired because it lacked the special inspections final compliance form. It was not properly submitted. And so the building permit, or I'm sorry, the area inspector expired the building permits due to not having the proper documentation uploaded and resolved.
Now, the special the special inspections final compliance form, does that need to be signed by the licensed engineer who operated as a special inspector during the construction?
Yes, it does.
And is that engineer putting their Pennsylvania license on the line to represent to LNI that everything is safe and soundly constructed?
That is correct. It also lists the special inspections required and if they were periodic or continuously inspected.
So if that form is missing, does LNI have certified proof that the building was safely and soundly built?
Yes.
Or
I'm sorry. Can you repeat that?
I will repeat the question. I'll try to make it less confusing. Why does LNI need that special inspections final compliance form?
For licenses and inspections, it's not inspect on the special inspections. That would require an engineer and special inspector to inspect those required inspections, and then the engineer signs off noting that they were inspected and they can proceed.
So for those systems that are marked on the final compliance form, they were inspected by the engineer and not by LNI?
That is correct.
So is LNI relying on the engineer's signed form to say this is actually safe?
Yes.
Now, the mechanical permit that was expired and is still expired, what was the reason why that was marked expired?
For the same reason. This was missing a residential, not a special inspections, but it's still a required form that needed to be submitted, a residential HVAC form certification, noting that by the mechanical inspector, the mechanical contractor needs to upload that, noting that it's balanced, noting the appliances involved. And that was missing. That's why.
And why is that form required?
For it's self-certification basically from the contractor, noting that the appliances have been tested, they are up to date and ready for use.
And this is a contractor who has a city-issued license?
That is correct.
And is a contractor with a city-issued license allowed to make false statements to the city?
Are they allowed to? Was the question?
Well, are there potential penalties if they make a false statement to the city?
Absolutely, yes.
So they're also putting their reputation on the line by filling out this form, right?
That is correct.
So without this form, does LNI have proof that the contractor is making an attestation for which they could potentially be punished, saying this was soundly built?
Not without that proper documentation, no.
And just to make this explicit, is there a certificate of occupancy currently issued under that newly reissued building permit?
No.
Mr. Cohen, before you proceed any further, I'm a bit confused. I'm looking at the document you have up now.
Yes.
And it's showing, if I go to the very top, a residential building permit, and it's noted the issue date of 2020, the created date, and then a completed date of January 18th, 2025. So I just need to understand that.
Oh,
It's-
well, I can ask the inspector to repeat his
As-
answer from previous, but
Yeah, my
the-
read is that it's closed out, it's done.
The completed date was when it was marked expired initially, but the inspector later testified that in March of this year, it was returned to issued status. And we can ask the inspector, Inspector, can you clarify, do you know if when a permit is marked expired and then later reissued, if the completed date on this public website will sort of stay as is?
I'm not sure about this specific website, but I do know that if this building permit was completed, where it's highlighted issued, it would say completed. You were correct. My previous testimony is that this was the January 18th date is when this permit was expired.
Does that answer your question, Chairman?
Yes, incredibly confusing
Yes.
to the general public to understand what this means. Now, just so I understand something, the MEP permit similarly is showing expired, okay, but is also showing a completed date of January 18th.
Yes, that
And
is-
just to clarify, Inspector, is the MEP permit expired as of January 18th, 2025?
Yes, and it currently still is, yes.
Okay, so that is because it's still in expired status.
But again, it's under a completed column.
Well, the completed date can be its actual like certificate of approval or occupancy completed or expiration. It just means that the permit has been closed as of that date.
Okay, thank you.
No,
Anything else?
Yes, I'll move on from here. I just want to go up here to this exhibit C4 on page 14. Inspector, is this a cyclomedia.phila.gov street view photo of the actual property?
Yes, it is.
And what's the date of this photograph?
November 15th, 2022.
So that would be maybe a year after or a year and a half after the issuance of the building permit.
That is correct.
So this would be the building mid-construction.
Yes,
And then scrolling down to page 15, is this a photograph of the same building dated October 11th, 2023?
yes, it is.
And is this after the completion or substantial completion of construction?
Yes,
And are both of these photographs documents the city keeps in the ordinary course of its business?
yes,
And the photographs are taken by city agents through the course of their ordinary duties?
that's correct.
And actually, I'm going to scroll down to the photographs on page 28. Are these your photographs?
Yes,
And were they taken October 31st of 2025?
yes, they were.
And do they accurately depict the property as you saw it on that date?
Yes,
And just for the record, do I see Halloween decorations appropriate for October 31st on the front door and the banister?
yes, that is correct.
And scrolling down to page 29, were the trash bins left out on that day?
Yes, they were.
What, if anything, do you infer from the trash being left out and Halloween decorations being put up?
I would come to the conclusion that that building is occupied.
Thank you. Actually, let's go one moment up to 17. What is this document that's on screen?
This is a property certificate.
And why would someone get a property certificate from LNI?
To search the history of that building.
Is it something that if I were going to sell a property, I might get a property certificate from LNI to show what L&I's history was for that property?
Yes.
And what's the date on this certificate?
September 18th, 2023.
And the owner was listed as Laris Properties?
That is correct.
And is this something L&I generates or keeps in the ordinary course of its business?
Yes.
And is the information that goes into this document entered by L&I employees into L&I's system through the ordinary course of their duties?
Yes.
And I think most importantly, down here in red highlighting, what does it say?
A report of no violations may be the result of no inspection of the property. No warranty or guarantee is implied or granted by the city that this property is free of code violations.
Thank you. And actually, immediately below that on page 18 is the deed of sale from Laris Properties to the appellant and Mr. Bonney. This was October 26th of 2023, and you can see the stamp of the Department of Records up in the upper right-hand corner. And
Mr.
just
Cohen,
on the
could-
next
Mr.
page is
Mr. Cohen, could you go back to that property certificate, please?
Absolutely.
Is there anything in the middle section regarding any status regarding city inspections or anything? It appears that it's blank. Is that
Well,
true?
actually, let me ask the question of the inspector and get it on the record. Inspector, are there any code violations listed on this property certificate?
No.
Board Member Pincus, is there anything else you'd like us to clarify about the property
No,
certificate?
no, thank you.
Oh, thank you. Sorry, as I was saying, Exhibit C8 is the deed. So we have essentially a timeline of the property certificate is issued September 18th of 2023. The deed is issued October 26th of 2023. And then now on page 24 in the packet, what is this document that I have on screen?
This is a notice of violation and order to correct. The date of notice was December 28th, 2024 to 2610 West Oxford Street, to Jody Leah Rosenbaum.
And so is this notice issued about a year and 2 months after the property sale?
Yes, that is correct.
And what violations, if any, are included in this notice?
The violations, or as noted, failed to comply with the requirements for inspections and reports. That would be the HVAC residential certification. A violation for building is occupied prior to the issuance of certificate of occupancy or final approval. And
let me scroll down to the next page, 25.
the third one is for missing the special inspections final compliance form.
And is this the type of document that L&I keeps in the ordinary course of its business?
Yes.
And is the information that goes into this document entered by L&I employees through their ordinary duties?
Yes.
And I'm actually going to scroll down very briefly. This is the copy of the form, the appeal application form submitted by the appellant. I do want to read in highlighted, the highlighted sections down here. Again, the highlighting is not in the original. We are currently in the process of working with our realtor to reach the builder to get proper documentation from him. We are appealing, so we have time to get the information we need from the builder. And this was as of January 27th of 2025. And I believe I have no further questions for Inspector Monty at this time, unless I'll reserve a little for redirect if it's necessary.
Sure. Ms. Rosenbaum, do you have any questions for the inspector?
No questions at this time.
Okay. Mr. Bonney, do you have any questions?
Yes. So if we can go back to, I forget the number of the exhibit, the one that shows on the Eclipse portal, the search by permit address sheet.
Is this the one you're referring to?
Yes, that is. So I on the mechanical gas and fuel permit ending in 55457. I know that you're not able to click into it right now, but it does show on there a completed date of January 18th with an expiry date of November 10th. I know that there was some question about if the completed date on that form was the same as the expiry date, and that is not the case.
What is your question?
I was just clarifying that
No,
was
no,
set
no,
on.
no. That's why I was saying, do you have any questions? If you don't, you can make statements later,
Okay.
but do you have
Sorry.
any questions? Okay.
No.
All right, thank you.
Well, I would like the inspector to clarify it, so I'll ask the question.
Okay.
If you don't mind.
Sure.
I'm going to go up now to, this is page 11 in the packet. Inspector, is this the mechanical permit we were just talking about, 5457?
Yes,
Now, is there normally, when a permit is issued, is there normally an expiration date that's given along with it?
yes, it's 6 months after issuance.
But if work is still continuing under that permit, can that expiration be extended?
That is correct.
And was it extended in this case?
No,
Or rather, was
No.
the initial expiration date for this permit extended later, ending up expired in 2025?
that is correct. A inspections or a request for an extension would extend that permit out.
Does that answer Mr. Bonney's question about the January date versus the November 2023 date?
No, but I think we'll talk about it later.
Okay. I'm going to stop sharing my screen, and I'm going to move the city's exhibits packet into evidence.
So moved.
And with that, the city rests.
Okay, thank you. Okay, Ms. Rosenbaum, your opportunity to put on your case.
Yeah, so we bought this home 2 years ago on October 31st, 2023. It was our understanding at that time when we got the license and inspection certificate that the home was good to go. It had been recently rehabbed by Lares, and we, had bought it definitely with the understanding that all of the permits were complete and it was good to move into based on that certificate and everything that he had said to our realtor. And when we received the violation, clearly understood something had not gone quite right the way that we understood it. So we started working with our realtor to try to get back in touch with Greg, Guzman?
Greg Guzman.
Who is the owner of that LLC. He had been giving us excuses for a long time, saying he was reaching out to the city. So we started to try to figure out what was going on. We got in touch with Elle and I many times trying to figure this out. I think what we understand today is that he was not planning to support us in problem solving this. And so we recently got in touch with a licensed HVAC individual who is trying to help us to reopen and close the permits. But I think, as you noted, it's been a bit of a confusing process as we've been trying to collect the information for what is needed. We, of course, want to make sure that we're doing all the right things and didn't realize when we had moved in that this wasn't properly permitted. And so we've been on a bit of a journey this last year since getting that notice, trying to figure out who and where we need to get this information from.
Okay, any cross-examination, Mr. Cohen?
Yes, thank you, members of the board, and thank you, Ms. Rosenbaum. Have you approached or hired an attorney about any claims you might have against the previous owner?
We did approach an attorney who told us that the expense of pursuing this legally would not be financially worth it for us. And so we decided to move beyond that without that. We did notify the former owner that that was something that we were intending to pursue and didn't hear back from him regarding that. We contacted an attorney afterward, and again, we're advised against pursuing this legally.
Well, one thing that I want to make sure that everyone understands today is that I'm the city attorney today. I'm the city's attorney in this matter, opposed to your appeal. Do you understand that I can't offer you legal advice and can't step into the shoes of the attorney that you contacted, for example?
I do.
Mr. Cohen, can I follow up on your question if I may?
Absolutely.
Not only, my question is, did you go back to your realtor? Did you have an attorney when you went to closing? So first question is, did you have an attorney representing you when you made purchase of the property?
We did not have an attorney
Okay.
when we purchased it.
All right. Did you contact your title insurance company?
We did not.
Okay. Did you contact your realtor?
Yes, we've been in contact with our realtor since getting the violation notice.
And what has your realtor done in response?
Our realtor has been getting in touch also with the former owner. He, like us, was getting, the go around, being told he's working on it. At one point, he'd said he'd gotten in touch with the city 3 different times. We had a team of realtors, 2 others had reached out to him as well, but none had any success. And about a month or 2 ago, we decided to pursue it differently.
Well, and it's now November, you appealed in January, so it's 11 months, almost 12 months since the violation notice was issued, and you haven't been able to resolve this in 11 months?
We've been expecting, we were definitely delayed because we were being told that he was in the midst of resolving it. So it wasn't until maybe 5 months or more into that we started to realize that we were being lied to about that.
Thank you.
Ms. Rosenbaum, was the property completed before you purchased it?
It was.
So it was in move-in complete condition?
Correct.
And what is your real estate broker's response to not having a certificate of occupancy at settlement?
He didn't seem to have much of a response to that. When he had looked back through the paperwork, he had indicated to us that we had had everything we needed. I'm learning now that that is a document that we might have been missing. He didn't indicate that to us.
And you didn't realize you needed to have a CO on a newly renovated property?
No, as we're first-time home buyers, we were really leaning on our real estate agent during this process.
Okay.
Actually, if I can ask some questions, I'm going to put on screen the
Yes.
There was a seller's property disclosure statement that was included with the appellant's appeal. I'm just going to put a copy of that on screen for a second that I have marked up with my own highlighting. Ms. Rosenbaum, is this the seller's property disclosure statement that you included as an exhibit minus the highlighting that I've added?
Yes, it appears to be.
Was this given to you to look over before your purchase?
Yes, at closing, we received this.
And did you review the statement before signing anything or entering into the agreement to purchase the property?
We definitely reviewed it briefly, as there's so many documents during closing. We skimmed over it.
I was actually about to ask the highlighted section starting on line 13 on the first page. This statement discloses the seller's knowledge of the condition of the property as of the date signed by the seller, and then it starts in bold, is not a substitute for any inspections or warranties that the buyer may wish to obtain. Did your realtor highlight that for you?
No.
No.
And the part down here also highlighted buyer is encouraged to address concerns about the condition of the property that may not be included in the statement. Did your realtor or anyone else point that out to you?
No, they did not.
Did anybody encourage you to get your own inspection of this property?
No, they did not.
Did they encourage you to check the city's records ahead of time to make sure there was or wasn't a certificate of occupancy?
No.
I'm going to stop sharing my screen at this time. I have no further questions. Thank you very much, Ms. Rosenbaum.
Ms. Rosenbaum, how close are you to getting this wrapped up?
So we're working with the HVAC contractor who is planning to open. As of the other day, was planning to reopen the permit, but we had mentioned we're going to the hearing in a couple of days and wanted to learn what our next steps should be. He had mentioned that it could take about 6 months to a year to get it completed. I'm not sure if the inspector would say that that seems accurate, but that's what we had been advised between start to finish with the permits and all of the processes. That's about how long it would take.
Okay, so the two things that are open are the building permit and the MEP permit, correct?
That's my understanding.
Have you determined what's required to obtain a certificate of occupancy yet?
Yes, may I allow Trent to answer? This came from Sean as well, right?
Yeah, the
Sir, just put your name on the record so we know who's speaking.
yes, Trenton Bonnie. The certificate of occupancy is not something that we have discussed. We approached him about opening and closing those build permits, the building permit and the mechanical permit. He gave us a quote of 6 months to 1 year, and a minimum of $3,600 to begin the permit process, just for the permits, not including any additional work. Based on what we were seeing on Eclipse for what details were provided, it was hard to sort of assess exactly what work needed to be done. And we did not discuss the occupancy certificate.
I have a question for
Yes, any other questions?
Yeah, I have a question for Inspector Monty. Inspector Monty, the original MEP permit, do you know if that included plans with it that are on record with L&I?
Not off the top of my head, no.
That would
You
cut
mean
down
the-
on the time frame. I'm not
The me-
having to acquire plans. They're already in the system.
For the MEP, for the mechanical permit, you mean? If
And for
there
the
were,
residential building permit, in order to be issued from the beginning stages, plans had to be included for the department to process them. So that would cut down on that time frame there, correct?
oh, absolutely, yes.
Thank you.
Okay, anything else from anyone?
Just brief closing.
Okay, before you do that, Ms. Rosenbaum, Mr. Bonnie, if you haven't yet, you should be in touch with an experienced architect and/or engineer who's walked through this process a number of times.
Even though you've consulted with an attorney, I would strongly suggest you find an experienced real estate attorney familiar with real estate, single-family transactions to help you sort through this. And
Okay.
perhaps you may have some remedies that you could exercise.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, final argument, then we will take a short executive session, but final argument?
I believe it's clear to everyone here that Ms. Rosenbaum and Mr. Bonnie were taken advantage of. The problem, or rather not the problem here, is that under the law, as the owners of the property currently, the hot potato has been passed to you both. So now it is, for safety reasons, really for your own safety, it's important to get this done. And as Board Member Pincus alluded, if you may have some claims against not just the previous owner of the property, but the realtor and anyone else involved in the transaction, that can be discussed with an experienced real estate attorney. But as I mentioned, in making sure that you understood that my role is not that. I'm not here today to do that. I can't, ethically, I can't do that. So really, what we're here today is just to determine, does this property need more work in order to get the certificate of occupancy? And I believe it does.
Okay,
We
thank you.
appreciate that.
Yes.
Yeah,
Right.
so the only other thing I wanted to add for the closing is that on Eclipse, when we look at the build permit and both of the mechanical permits, they all have a pass date for a final inspection. So it looks like we passed our rough-in and our final inspections on everything. I know that there was, I'm not sure how much more work needs to be done. I know that not all the
Well-
forms are completed.
Have you spoken to an inspector at L&I?
We have attempted to, we've not gotten a lot of information. We've gotten passed around from kind of a general contact to the North
Well,
District.
let's do this. Let's do this. Mr. Monte's on the line now. Mr. Monte, can they get in touch with you?
Yes, they can get in touch with me.
Okay.
appreciate that.
If you put your information in the chat so they can see it.
Yes,
contact
absolutely.
information. Okay, we'll take executive session for just a short moment.
Thank you all.
Okay, thank you very much. We're prepared to go back on the record. Okay, regarding number 15, HA 2025 000-283-261 West Oxford Street, Jody Rosenbaum. We're prepared to poll the board. We will now begin the vote. City affirmed a 180-day stay of enforcement.
City, excuse me, city affirmed with a 180-day stay of enforcement. And I'll repeat what I said earlier. I strongly encourage you to consult with an experienced real estate attorney who may be able to clarify what are actions that are appropriate that you could take to assist you.
City affirmed with 180-day stay of enforcement.
City affirmed with 180-day stay of enforcement.
City affirmed 180-day stay of enforcement.
Okay, ma'am, and sir, the vote is unanimous, city affirmed, which means the city's position remains. And however, we're giving you 180 days to stay any additional enforcement action. That gives you time to secure the professionals you need to comply the violations. Understood? You're muted, yes.
And are we still responsible then for the penalties? The $900?
Yes, yes, yes. Now, you will need to follow up a conversation with the LNI inspectors and/or Mr. Cohen here. Mr. Cohen, are you available for a conversation?
Yes, though I would ask that the board clarify that whether the stay of enforcement stays enforcement of the penalties for that period of 180 days?
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. Well, contact Mr. Cohen. You should have had his email. Connect with him regarding the penalties, okay?
Thank you very much.
Okay. Have a good day.
You as well.
Thank you. And I believe that concludes my business, members of the board. May I please be
Okay,
excused?
you excuse.
Thank you, members of the board.
All right. Do we have any additional matters?
Yes, I'm going to move us to number 47 on council's request, which should be HA 2025-000574 for 1112 East Tioga Street, Michael Cornsey.
Okay, and that number again is?
Number 47.
47, okay. Just one moment, Mr. Kelly. Okay. So you put name on the record, please?
Good afternoon, Jim Kelly on behalf of the city.
Okay. Michael Cornsey, are you present? Michael Cornsey, Kornsey. Michael Cornsey, are you present? Anyone else present representing the interests of Michael Cornsey or 1112 East Tioga Street? Anyone present? Okay, let's confirm service.
Appellants in this matter listed 1112 East Tioga Street, Philadelphia, PA on their appeal application. Notice of today's hearing was sent to that same mailing address on September 22nd, 2025.
Okay, no one's responding. Mr. Kelly, what is your pleasure?
The city would ask for this appeal to be dismissed for failure to appear.
Okay, what time do we have?
3:09 p.m.
3:09 p.m. We will poll the board regarding HA 2025-000574-1112 East Tioga Street, Michael Cornsey. This matter is dismissed for failure to appear.
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 Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay.
Moving to number 45 on today's list, HA 2025-000569 for 5935 North Park Ave, Quadir Council.
Is representing the city?
Good afternoon, Amy Skiles on behalf of the City of Philadelphia. I was able to speak with Mr. Council in a breakout room, and we did come to an agreement on this case. Is he back? Yes, he is present. For a city affirm with a 90-day stay of enforcement.
Okay, is Mr. Council present? Mr. Council, can you turn on your video, please?
Yes, okay, 1 second. I'm here.
Okay, Mr. Council, just wanted to confirm that you agree with Ms. Scow's representation?
Yes, I agree. We also agreed that there will be no fines that we have to pay, as of the moment.
Okay, well, I just want to make sure that you agree with what she's putting on the record. Okay, thank
Yes.
you, sir. Okay, Ms. Scows, just summarize that again because I missed the final statement.
Yes, it's a city affirm with a 90-day stay of enforcement.
Okay, thank you very much. City Affirm 90-day stay. Thank you. Have a
Thank
good
you.
afternoon. Everyone's, Mr. Council, you excused. Okay, anything else?
More matters. Moving to 18 on today's list, HA 2025-000314 for 3654 through 60 Germantown Ave, Jin Gao, Guo.
Okay. Oh. Who's representing the city?
Good afternoon, members of the board. Kristen Patchell on behalf of the city.
Afternoon, Ms. Patchell. Jin Gao, are you present? Jin Gao, G-U-O, Jin G-U-O, are you present?
Hello, I am not Jean Gao. I am the landlord at this property. He was my tenant. He's no longer there. He left.
Okay, so he submitted the appeal though, correct?
I believe so. I'm not sure.
And your name is?
Shani Han?
And you are the owner of the building?
Yes.
Is there anyone else in ownership with you?
No,
Is it owned by a corporation or you individually?
individually.
Okay, so hold on a moment. I just need some clarification regarding who's permitted to speak here.
Chairman Woodson, briefly, I can provide just a slight more information.
Yeah, that may be helpful. Yeah, please do that.
Sure. So notices of violation were issued to Ms. Shuni Han. So she did receive notices of violation. There was also intents to cease that were issued to both the occupant, who was the tenant at the time and who appealed, and to Ms. Han herself.
Did Ms. Han appeal?
She did not appeal, but she was issued both an intent to cease and a
But she-
notice.
Okay, but she did not appeal. The individual who appealed is not present.
And that's correct. He's no longer a tenant, apparently.
Thank you. Ms. Patchell, are you prepared to go forward with Ms. Allen?
Yes, I'm prepared to go forward.
Okay, all right. Okay, so Ms. Allen, raise your right hand to be sworn. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you give today be the truth so help you God?
Yes.
All right, thank you. You can place your hand down. Okay, do you have a witness?
I do. The city would call Inspector Jamal Tucker.
Mr. Tucker, raise your right hand to be sworn. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you give today be the truth so help you God?
Yes.
Thank you. Place your hand down. Okay, let's proceed, Ms. Patchell.
Yes. Good afternoon, Inspector. Where are you currently employed?
City of Philadelphia License Inspections.
Thank you. And Inspector, during the course of your roles and responsibilities with the Department of License and Inspections, did you become familiar with the property located at 3654 to 60 Germantown Avenue?
Yes.
Okay. And have you personally gone out and inspected that property?
Yes.
Have you also reviewed the Eclipse file for this case?
Yes.
And have you looked at all the pictures and notices of violation that are stored in the Eclipse system for this property?
Yes.
And are they kept in Eclipse in the ordinary course of business?
Yes.
And is it part of your roles and responsibilities to review these?
Yes.
Okay. Court's indulgence, I'm just trying to open up my exhibits. Okay. Inspector, do you recognize what's on screen?
Yes.
Is that the front of the property located at 3654 Germantown Avenue?
Yes, it is.
Have you reviewed the Atlas records for this property?
Yes.
And are the current or is the current approved use for a retail consumer goods store?
Yes.
Okay. Now, Inspector, was there a notice of violation issued to Ms. Hahn in November of 2024?
Yes.
And that pertains to this property?
Yes.
And you'd recognize it if you saw it?
Yes.
Okay. Continuing to what has been marked as City Exhibit 2. Inspector, I'm going to zoom in a little bit. Do you recognize what's on screen?
Yes.
Okay. And was this notice of violation issued to Ms. Hahn?
Yes, it was.
And was that on November 8th of 2024?
Yes.
Okay.
No,
Now,
this is the 7th. Oh, yeah, the 8th year is over there.
okay, thank you. I'm just going to take you down to the actual violations of the Philadelphia Code. Was this subject premises cited for a use registration violation?
Yes.
And was it also cited for a tint violation?
Yes.
And lastly, was it cited for a certificate of occupancy violation?
Yes.
Okay. Now, Inspector, I'd like to take you to November of 2023. At that point, was there a reinspection of the property?
Yes.
And were photographs taken?
Yes.
Do you recognize what's on screen there?
Yes.
Okay. So this is the first picture of the interior of this, what's supposed to be a retail consumer store, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And what are we seeing in the first photograph?
See 2 game systems, chairs, some stuffed animal items on the shelves.
Okay, thank you. Continuing to the next page, does this show another angle of the room?
Yes.
And what does this show?
More game systems and more chairs.
It looks like an additional maybe 4 gaming systems.
Yeah.
Okay. Continuing on to the next photograph, does this or did this depict the front of the building at the time?
Yes.
And can you describe if you can see through the windows?
No, you can't see.
And why not?
The windows were tinted at that time.
And was this the violation of the code that was issued back in the original initial notice?
Yes.
And just to be clear for the members of the board, this one specific violation has since been complied, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Drawing your attention to the words on the front of the subject premises, what was advertised?
ATM and a game room.
Okay. And the name was Creations Gift LLC at the time?
Yes.
Okay. Continuing to the next photograph, does this show another angle of the front of the property?
Yes.
Okay. Taking you down to the next photo, which is on page 12. Does this again show you the front angle of the interior of this subject premises?
Yes.
And can you see an additional gaming system on the right side?
Yes.
Okay. And do you see any shelves we'll strike that. You see shelves along the perimeter, correct?
Yes.
Are there any shelves on the actual interior floor of the property selling any goods?
No.
Okay. Continuing on to the next page. Does this again show the two gaming systems on the left-hand side?
Yes.
Page 14 shows the 4 gaming systems as well, correct?
Yes.
And I'm going to take your attention now to December of 2024, Inspector. At this point, was a final notice of violation issued?
Yes.
And was that issued to Ms. Hahn?
Yes.
And were the same violations cited?
Yes.
And did the department go back out in December of 2024 when it issued the final notice and take a photograph depicting the front of the store?
Yes.
And was there a gate down at this time?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to take you a month forward in time till January of 2025. Was it at this point that the department issued an intent to cease?
Yes.
Okay. And would you recognize those intents to cease?
Yes.
I have on the screen what has been pre-marked as City Exhibit 6. Do you recognize that?
Yes.
Okay. And this is an intent to cease operations, fair to say?
Yes.
And it was issued to the occupant of the premises, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And I'm just going to scroll through. There's several copies of this. But I want to draw your attention to page 26. Was an intent to cease also issued to Ms. Hahn?
Yes.
Okay. And did it cite violations of the zoning permit as the reason for the cease?
Yes.
And were there photographs taken in January of 25?
Yes.
Okay. Continuing to what has been pre-marked as Exhibit 7. What, if anything, are we looking at on the first photograph?
That's a door with a room that has a chair, exit, back door exit, it looks like.
Thank you. Continuing on to the next page. What do we see in this photograph?
5 gaming systems, more chairs.
Thank you, Inspector. What are we seeing on the next photograph?
4 gaming systems and chairs.
So fair to say about 9 gaming systems?
Yes.
Do we see any products for sale on the floor?
No.
Okay. And Inspector, I want to take you on to the next page. What does this show?
2 gaming systems, empty shelves with a couple of items on the shelves.
And the approved use was for a consumer retail store, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And with the approved use being the consumer retail store, that would have to be the primary use of the space. Is that fair to say?
Yes.
Does it appear based on these photographs that the primary use of this location is a consumer retail store?
No.
Okay. I'm going to continue on, Inspector. In January of 2025, as evidenced in the photograph on page 33, was the tint still present at that point?
Yes.
And the advertisement still said ATM and game room, fair to say?
Yep.
Okay. Okay. At this point, I'm going to take you to City Exhibit 8, Inspector. Do you recognize what is on screen?
Yes.
Okay. And did you yourself take these photographs last week?
Yes.
Okay. And at this point, had the tint violation been corrected?
Yes.
Okay. So taking your attention to the first photograph, what if anything are we looking at here?
3 gaming systems. Gentlemen playing a game. Looks like to the right, some items on the shelf.
About any more items that had previously been on the shelves?
No.
Okay. Continuing to page 36. What, if anything, does this show, Inspector?
This shows that the tent has been removed. You can see this, light coming through the store.
Okay, thank you. And I'd just like to draw your attention to the right-hand corner of that photo on page 36. Does the gaming system appear to have a number 3 marked on it?
Yes.
Okay. And you can also see a gaming system in the left-hand corner, fair to say?
Yes.
drawing your attention to the next page 37, did the name of the store now change?
Yes,
And is it referred to as a purported dollar store?
yes.
Okay. Continuing to the next page, page 38, what if anything are we looking at here?
2 gaming systems, a little more items on the shelves on the wall.
And is that the ATM in the corner?
Yes,
And inspector, did it appear at your inspection last week that the primary use of this premises was the sale of retail goods?
no,
Okay. Would a store not complying with the approved use as the primary use constitute a violation of the use registration and zoning permits for that premises?
yes.
Okay. Thank you. I don't have anything further.
All right, thank you. All right, ma'am, Ms. Nan, do you have any questions of the inspector? Ms. Hahn? You're muted, ma'am. Please unmute. I'm not sure if the administrator, can we help with that?
No, sir.
Okay, no questions? Okay, thank you. All righty, any additional questions, any additional witnesses, Ms. Paschal?
I don't have any more witnesses.
Okay, thank you. Okay, Ms. Hunt, give us your understanding of what's going on. It's your opportunity to put on your case.
Yeah, so obviously the previous owner I thank you for the enlightenment because I didn't know all these things that I saw on the picture today. I'm seeing it for the first time. I have a property manager who goes out there when there's a lease assignment taking place, but he doesn't go there to check on them and see if they are properly running the place as they're supposed to. And I personally don't go there myself. So in any case, the previous owner was supposed to be running a gift store, but he has not, obviously, according to the pictures. He's left. Since then, I have a new tenant and they signed the lease for a gift shop business. And I didn't know that this was going on with all the gamings and all that. So I will talk to the new tenant and make sure that whatever that's necessary, that's required by the city, that we will get that done. So I guess at this point, I have to sit with the new tenant to tell them that whatever that the city wants, the LNI wants, that we will apply and to run it properly. So in order to do that, we need more time. I just found this out about the hearing as of yesterday. So everything's kind of fresh to me. I like to ask LNI for extra time so that I could sit down with the tenant and apply for all the.
Okay, Ms. Hahn, you will
yes.
need to, outside of the hearing, you'll need to connect with LNI to talk about whatever next steps are appropriate.
Yes.
We can't do that in the hearing, but any cross-examination, Ms. Paschal?
Just briefly, Ms. Hahn, you were issued both initial notices of violation, final notices of violation, and an intent to cease, fair to say?
Yes.
Okay. And you would agree with me that based on these photographs, it does not appear that this location is being run as the consumer good retail store it was approved to be, correct?
Correct.
Okay, I don't have anything further.
Okay.
I just want to confirm with your statement and the response that you received, Ms. Paschal. The first notice of violation was issued actually just about a year ago. So, Ms. Hahn, you received the notices that were issued in November of 2024? Is that
Yes.
correct?
Yes. And I notify the tenant to whatever the LNI wants to get it done.
No, I asked you whether you received the notices. I didn't ask what your relationship was with the tenant. I asked you whether you had notice in November a year ago, and your answer is yes.
Yes.
Thank you.
Anyone else have any questions?
Yes, Mr. Chairman, I have a question for Ms.
Yes.
Hahn. So Ms. Hahn, you indicated that you have a new tenant. Can you tell us when you entered into the lease agreement with the new tenant?
As of March of 2025, this year.
And so the new tenant has been in violation of the lease agreement as well. Isn't that accurate?
Yes.
And do you intend to, is it your intention to suggest that this tenant is also, this is not the tenant who's left the property, is it?
It's a different tenant, ma'am.
Okay. But that tenant is clearly in violation of the code as well, aren't they?
Yes.
Okay. And can you explain to us why it is that you never go out to invest to your own property once you saw the violations?
Because I have a agent who goes out there and talks to the tenant and does all that for me.
And then when you saw that, having done that, you got another final violation notice that nothing had been corrected. Why didn't you go out then?
Because I asked the tenant to get this done and it's his responsibility. And because he didn't sign up for what was going on, that it was his responsibility to get it corrected. So I've been just informing them.
So is it your position that you have no responsibility for how your property is being used?
As far as what goes inside the business part of it, I don't have, it's not my, I guess it's not my responsibility.
You have no responsibility for ensuring that the contracts the lease agreements that you sign with your tenants are being followed. Is that your testimony?
I don't usually follow up. I just assume that whatever they sign up for, that's what they're going to do. They conduct business there.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Thank you very much.
Sure.
Yes, please.
Question for the inspector. Are these slot machines?
No, they're not slot machines. They're the machines that you.
You need to speak up. You're losing your voice.
Oh yeah, they're the machines that you. I don't play them, so I'm not sure if they're slot machines or just the machines you put coins in and press the buttons. I know they got the buttons on them, and they win money or they're.
That was my next question. Do they win money or?
Oh yeah, they win money.
The prizes on the wall.
I'm not sure if the prize on the wall from the machines. I doubt that, but I know the machines themselves. You win money from the machines by playing.
Okay, thank you.
I have a question. Inspector, so your testimony in part is that they're not gaming machines,
No, they're gaming machines.
but in terms of a casino type gaming machine,
Yeah,
slot use.
yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Ms. Hahn,
Yes.
do you own other real estate in the city of Philadelphia?
Yes.
Offhand, how many properties would you say you own?
I have quite a few.
Give me a number.
Oh, I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 6. But
And
very
how-
small, very small.
Okay, and when did you purchase your first property in Philadelphia?
I don't remember. Maybe, well, I rented them first, and then after I made money, I bought it off from the owner. Maybe back in 1990, beginning of 1990s.
1990s?
Yes, but I always,
Okay, that would give you over 20 years, correct?
yes.
Okay, over 20 years, and you've owned multiple real estate, multiple units in Philadelphia, and you don't take responsibility for what's happening in your units, according to your testimony.
Yeah, because I usually have an agent or my husband takes care of all that. So.
Okay, thank you.
You're
Anyone else with anything? Any final argument, Ms. Patchell?
Just very briefly, the city would ask that you affirm the violations as issued in the notice of violation, other than the tint, which was complied. as well as uphold the intent to cease that was issued to Ms. Han. Clearly, this property is not being used in accordance with its approved use. The primary use of this location does not seem to be for the sale of retail goods or consumer goods. So the city would ask that you affirm the violation as written.
Okay, thank you very much. Ms. Han, I don't know if I gave you an opportunity to share any final comments that would help us make a decision. Anything you'd like to share with us?
Economy is bad, so I need time for this tenant to make this right so that they don't lose out on, their business. I would hate to see this person having to just close down. We need extra time to get the zoning and whatever that's necessary to get it right so that they could run the business as they're supposed to. So I would ask board and the LNI inspection department for time to get everything done properly.
Yes,
If
Ms.
you
Hahn,
may.
if I may, there was a gaming business in the property when the violation notice was issued in November of 2024, stating that that use was not a permitted use. So that tenant and/or you as the owner had opportunity to begin the process because it is probably a zoning process. It may even require a variance to conduct this particular activity. And that could be 6 months. I mean, I just know from a recent matter that it's 3 or 4 months after you file the appeal before you get a hearing. So this is something that someone had an opportunity to deal with at least a year ago, and they haven't. That's my observation. Thank you.
Okay, we will poll the board on HA 2025-000-314-3654-60 Germantown Avenue, substituting Shawnee Han, Shunny, last name Han, for the noted appellant of Jen Guao. City affirmed.
City affirmed.
City affirmed.
City affirmed.
City affirmed.
Okay, Ms. Han, the vote, unanimous vote is city affirmed. You may appeal our decision if you want to do that and need information. Check with the administrator's office and someone there will tell you what you need to do to appeal the decision of this board. Thank you very much. That concludes our hearing for today.
So what does that mean, sir?
That means you lost your appeal. Okay,
That concludes my business. Have a nice day.
all right. The witnesses are excused. Do we have any additional matters?
I believe we have one final matter on today's list, case number 34, HA 2025-000522 for 3190 South 17th Street, Salvatore Garbesi, Garbesi.
Okay, who's representing the city?
Good afternoon, board members. Sean Logue for the city.
Good afternoon, Mr. Lowe. Okay, do we have Mr. Salvatore Garbesi?
Yes, I'm here.
Oh, okay. All right, sir, would you raise your right hand to be sworn? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you give today be the truth so help you God?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Place your hand down. Mr. Garbesi, it appears that you're in a vehicle. Are you parked in a safe place?
Yes. Yes.
All right, thank you. All righty. Mr. Loeb, you have a witness for us today?
Yes, I have one witness, Inspector Chris Hogan, and I believe he's online.
Okay, Mr. Hogan, you raise your right hand to be sworn. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you give today be the truth so help you God?
I do.
Thank you. And likewise, it appears that you're also in a vehicle. Are you parked?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. All righty, let's proceed.
Inspector Hogan, where are you currently employed?
City of Philadelphia Department of License and Inspections.
And what are your duties and responsibilities for the department?
Building inspector, a court liaison, and a certified construction plan review specialist.
And are you familiar with the property located at 3190 South 17th Street?
Yes.
Have you had an opportunity to review L&I's records in connection with this property?
I have.
And are those records kept in the regular course of the department's business?
Yes.
Have you also been to this property personally to inspect it?
Yes.
Okay. With the board's permission, I'm going to share my screen.
Okay.
See what they got.
Part B. Okay. Can you see that all right?
Yes.
Turning to Exhibit A, Inspector, what is this document?
Violation notice in order to correct was
When
issued
was it
on
issued?
December 5th of 2024.
And to whom was it issued?
Salvatore Garbisi.
What are the violations cited in the notice?
There's violations for lack of a building permit, lack of electrical permit, and lack of a mechanical permit.
Okay.
Also, a zoning violation also for structure in the rear.
Right. Yep. Zoning is on the next page. And did you issue this notice yourself?
No.
Before issuing the notice, did an inspector inspect the property?
Yes.
And did they take photos during that inspection?
Yes.
And are those photos records kept in the ordinary course of the department's business?
Yes, they're kept in the Eclipse database.
Okay. Turning now to City Exhibit B. What does this photograph show?
This is the front of the property in question.
Okay. And turning to page 7, what do we see here?
That is the side of the property in question.
And are there violations depicted in this photo?
Not far left, but there's better photos, I'm sure.
Okay. Turning to page 8, what does this photograph show?
This is the structure that in question that the area inspector wrote. It's an extended structure at the rear of the property. It has a condenser. It has an AC unit on the roof, and it's wired for electric.
Okay.
No permits for any of those.
And I think the next photograph in the exhibit packet that I shared with the appellant and with the board was redundant, so I removed that. So this next page is page 10 instead of 9. Inspector, what is this a photo of?
They're the structures in question at the rear of the property. You can also see the AC unit on the roof, the condenser, and you can see it looks like they're connected. There's the barn-like structure, and then from the front to the left of that is that structure behind it that's almost like a boxcar type shape.
Okay. And would the owner need a...
Mr. Lowe, before you proceed from that, sorry to interrupt you.
Yes, okay.
Sir, Mr. Hogan, am I viewing this correctly? It appears to be 2 separate buildings that are attached.
Yes, it looks like on the right looks like a barn-like structure. It looks like it's attached almost in an L with like a boxcar type structure. You know what I mean? Like from the front, you can you see the front of the barn-like structure, and to the left of the barn-like structure, you can see it attached to this.
Yeah, if you go back to the previous, Mr.
Boxcar like.
Yeah, that.
There you go.
So that's where we are.
Correct.
So you got the barn-like structure with the sliding door, and then you have a entryway that it appears to be a fence, but that's really another building.
Yeah, it's like I said before, like it looks like maybe a boxcar shape. And
Okay.
sides.
Okay, thank you.
It's a building. I thought that was a fence.
And Inspector Hogan, turning back to the other photo on page 10, that AC unit or whatever it is on the top of the building on the left, is that what requires a mechanical permit?
Correct.
Okay. And turning to City Exhibit C, what is this a record of?
This was an attempt at a building permit.
And what is the status of the permit shown at the top of the page?
It expired because it needed more, it required more information that wasn't provided.
Okay. And before the permit was expired, do you know if the plans examiner provided comments to the permit applicant? Sorry, to put it another way, would this permit, if completed, have complied any of the violations?
No,
And
I
why
believe
not?
it was the permit applied for was the wrong permit. Like they were applying they were applying for an easy interior alterations permit, which would have been like if you were doing a rehab or doing something inside your primary residence. It wouldn't have addressed the structures in the rear.
Okay. And are there any other permit applications pending for this property?
No.
Turning to City Exhibit D, did you have a chance to re-inspect the property prior to today's hearing?
Yeah, I just went by the property to see if the structures were still there.
And had any of the conditions shown in the previous photographs changed?
No, everything's the same as
Okay.
of Halloween.
And just for the record, I'm going to show the photographs on the screen. What is the date of this photograph, Inspector Hogan?
It's October 31st of this year, Halloween.
And the same of the photo on page 16?
Correct.
I have no further questions for Inspector Hogan.
Okay, Mr. Carbezy, do you have any questions of the inspector based on his testimony?
From my understanding, it was a little bit different than him. So
Well, do you
am I
have
able
any
to
questions
just,
of him?
he said that there was a building permit that was pulled for an interior, but
No,
from
no,
my
no, no,
understanding,
sir, you making a statement. I'm asking if, do you
that's
have
the
any
question I'm
questions?
gonna, yeah, that's the question I'm trying to ask. So he stated that there was a building permit that was pulled for an interior, but the building permit that I was aware that was attempted to be pulled was for the front of the property. So if you were to be able to pull up those pictures again that show the front of the property, you can clearly see the front of the property was being worked on and the work was incomplete. Like that's not a finished property.
But
in
what's
that
your
those-
question though? What is the question? I don't understand your
The
question.
the question was, is that building permit you're saying is pulled for an interior of a property?
That is
Okay.
correct. They were, I'll tell you exactly. They were attempting to apply for a 10 by 10 shed at the rear of the property and applied for an interior easy alterations permit. So it had nothing to do with the patio, had nothing to do with the front wall, had nothing to do with that. They applied for a 10 by 10 rear structure. And they applied, they applied for the wrong, it was never pulled. It was canceled for lacking the correct information.
Okay.
Mr. Garbizzi, one thing that I asked, what is your relationship to this property?
I'm the owner.
Do you live there?
Yeah, I live there with my wife and my son.
Okay, all right, just want to understand. Okay, all right. Any additional questions for Mr. Hogan?
No.
Okay. Yeah. Alrighty. Mr. Loeb, any additional witnesses?
No, no additional witnesses. I would just like to move my exhibits into evidence.
So moved. Okay. Mr. Garbizzi, am I pronouncing your name correctly, by the way?
Yes, that's fine.
Okay. Is now your opportunity to tell us, this is your appeal. So what is it you would like to tell us?
Yeah, so I've hired an expediter that was he's supposedly working with one of the head managers at L&I, and this was supposed to be closed out from what I was told. However, supposedly they're having issues in the South District. I don't know the details, but supposedly they're working out something to get this finalized and everything be okay. That's the impression I'm under. What I've been told by the expediter is they need 45 to 60 days to stay to get all the paperwork done and closed out and be done with this. I want to have this resolved. This has been going on for a year now. I want it to be over. So
You need more than that to get a freaking.
Okay, let's, any cross-examination, Mr. Loeb?
Just briefly. Actually, you know what? No, I don't have any questions for Mr. Garbizzi. Just closing.
Okay.
I have a question for Sean.
Well, actually, that's why we asked you to put your side of the story on the record. What else would you like to tell us?
Sean, has the expediter reached out to you?
We don't deal with expediters. That isn't our role here.
So I can, I think, answer this question.
Yes.
I'm not sure if this person was an expediter, but there was an email address, Mr. Garbisi, that was provided on your appeal form. I copied that email on my message to the board with my exhibits, and I did get a response from that person. I think it's like Futuro Construction, Inc. And I replied to them asking what their relationship is to you and the property, and I didn't get a response. So I wasn't sure if they were a contractor or I guess it sounds like they're an expediter, but yeah, that's all I could say about that.
Anyone else have any questions?
I do.
Yes.
Mr. Garbisi, is this a new house that was constructed?
No,
But there was renovation work done at the house, to the house, is that correct? Or exterior work done on the property?
yeah, so over the summer, we were redoing the front of the house, which the expediter was in, I had hired an expediter for the front of the house to do renovations to the front of the house, and he was in contact with L&I
All
and the
right,
head
then
manager at
you've
L&I.
answered- You've answered now, the buildings in the back and the one with the air conditioner. Were they there when you bought the property? Who put those up?
Those have been there for as long as I've been there, I want to say they've been there for a long time,
And what are they used for?
mostly storage.
But there's an air conditioner on top of that building, is that correct?
Yeah, I think it's, yeah, there's a mini split unit, yes.
It's not a split unit.
Thank you.
Show me the pictures where they were doing the work.
Yeah, Mr. Loeb, if you come back with that photograph that shows the air conditioning condenser.
Who was doing the work? They don't have no pictures, no way.
So, Mr. Garbisi, is somebody in the car with you?
Yes.
Okay, can you tell us who it is who's asking to see the photographs?
Yes, Joe Inverso.
I beg your pardon?
I'm Joe Inverso, expediter. It's handling this for Futura Construction.
Okay, so we got a bit of a complication, sir. Unless you're called as a witness, please do not say anything because your voice is being picked up by
Oh, I'm
the
sorry.
court report.
I thought I was on mute.
Okay. No, you're not on mute. Mr. Garbisi is now testifying. Okay.
And please explain to the expediter that he cannot give Mr. Garbisi any information. The information, answer to questions must come directly from Mr. Garbisi.
Yes. Okay, now, Mr. Garbisi, the image that we're now looking at regarding, is that the two sheds in the rear of your yard that have been attached?
It's only permanent.
Oh, wait a minute, hold on a minute. Mr. Garbisi, we're hearing from this person in your vehicle again.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to see. You can't talk during the thing. I'm saying you can't talk, all right?
You're doing it wrong. I'm gonna have it done.
Yeah, don't talk.
No, then you're
please.
gonna have to exit the car, sir. If you cannot be quiet, you will need to exit the vehicle.
Okay, Mr. Garbisi, the image that we're now looking at with the two structures, is that the rear of your property?
Yes, this is the rear of my property, yes.
It appears that there is a fairly large condenser on the roof of one of the structures. Is that true?
Yes, it's a mini split.
That's not a mini split.
I mean, I'm not an HVAC tech, but I believe that's a mini split condenser.
Okay, all right, that's condenser. Okay, we'll leave it at that. And I guess I'll ask Mr. Hogan, is that considered a mini split in your opinion?
I'm not up on the roof. It doesn't look like a mini split now.
Okay,
Mini splits are usually hung on a wall and they're usually smaller than the size of that condenser.
okay, thank you. Mr. Garbisi, I guess the other question for you is that the work that you were doing at your property, who was the contractor that you hired to do the work?
It was Futura Construction.
Okay, and they began the work without permits, is that true?
No, from my understanding, no. From my understanding, they were in communication with L&I and doing whatever paperwork needed to be done to
But
do the
that's
work that they
not-
were doing.
Okay, were there permits in your hand or posted on your property before work started?
Yes.
I
Mr.
was given-
Speaking again, would you please leave the car? If the car is parked, would you please leave the car?
You want me to leave the car?
No,
not
Mr.
you,
Garcia,
sir.
well, look, you know what, we can resolve this pretty quickly in a way that,
I'm trying, so from my understanding is all this time, so I was granted the appeal here for us to have this hearing right now. I'm under the impression that the expediter is in communication with the L&I manager and they are working to resolve this. But
Mr.
are you telling
Garbisi-
me here that it's not being resolved? Is that what
I
I'm
don't
hearing?
know if he's talking to L&I or not, and that has no relevance to our decision that we need to make today. This is a
Okay.
hearing based on your appeal. And as part of that appeal process, I asked if the contractor for Tour Construction began work without permits. And that's the only question I asked. And there was someone in your ear saying to tell us yes.
Would you, well, but just so I could be
mean-
clear on something, so I can, no, I could answer you. I'll need somebody else to answer for me. But when you ask for the pulling the permit, you're talking about for the front of the house? You're not talking about the picture that I'm
I'm
looking at
saying
right now on the
any
screen?
construction work at your house that required permits, did you have those permits in hand and or posted on the wall of the building before work started?
I was notified that the permits weren't required. The expediter had spoken to somebody at L9, and they said that the permits weren't required. So, no, I was handed a piece of paper
Okay.
that
all right.
requested was zoning necessary, and L&I came back and said zoning was not
Okay.
necessary.
All right, well, there are violations that are still existing, so we're going to move forward. Any final comments, Mr. Garbisi, before we hear from the city?
No, that's it.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Loeb, any final argument?
Briefly, Chairman Woodson. So this notice of violation was issued last December. Mr. Garbisi was granted non-pro-tunc relief on May 8th, which gave him an additional 6 months to submit the necessary permit applications. The only permit that he or his agents have applied for is not appropriate for the work that was done, and that permit expired in February. They have not applied for any other permits since. And because the violations exist and they remain uncorrected, the city requests that this notice be affirmed.
Okay, thank you very much. We will now poll the board regarding HA 2025-000522, 3190 South 17th Street, Salvatore Garbisi, City affirmed.
City affirmed.
City affirmed.
City affirmed.
City affirmed.
Thank you. Mr. Garbisi, the vote is unanimous, city affirmed, which means you lost your appeal. You may appeal our decision. If you need information as to how to do that, check with the administrator's office and someone there will tell you what's required to appeal a decision of the board. Thank you very much. Have a good afternoon.
You too.
Okay, anything else? Mr. Loeb, your witnesses are excused. Do we have any additional matters?
That concludes today's matters.
Thank you very much, everyone. That concludes today's hearing for today, November 6, 2025. Have a good evening.
Thank you, you too.